Starting the recording. And... Alright, everybody, welcome back to Wishes of Nibiru. First, I'm going to go over props. Robin, do you have any props with you today?
Mm-hmm. I love trusty shillelagh.
Nice, nice.
This is the only California team shirt I could find.
Are the Rams from California?
Obviously,
Los Angeles Rams right now.
I'm guessing college.
Okay.
But then it was LA, so I figured it was
Makes sense. Fair.
So yeah.
I think they are now.
And then
I think they're back into Los Angeles. I think they're LA Rams now.
oh yeah, and then bracelets and necklace. And, yeah.
Oh,
and then I'm eating cake.
Oh, and do you want Batman?
Oh yeah, Batman.
Well, we can bust Batman out once you get Batman back.
There you go.
I don't have any costumes.
No problems.
Something.
You?
Okay.
She's got something
Oh, she's
ready.
missing something.
Okay.
Then do the
Oh, let's
thing.
do it.
I was
I
scared.
was trying to get my fingers in these holes.
I have that problem too.
Heard that.
Okay. No. These are smash
Pass.
that.
Okay.
It's always harder when you're trying to do it to
Yeah,
yourself.
feel better.
There you go.
Feel good now?
Yeah. It's on the hand.
Alright. Injuries. Robin, why don't you tell us your current state of being?
Broken nose. And slashed open. Chest doesn't... Trunk is probably the correct term.
Torso?
I mean... Yeah. Shoulder to hip. Slashed open and cauterized.
Like scar branded.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna make it even harder to hide. This is not gonna heal right. With it
Well,
cauterized.
I just can't go swimming ever again.
Can't put dial soap on it. It's already healed.
No.
Layla?
Layla has scratches all along like her arm from like blocking, and her face is a little scratched up
I don't recall. What did you block?
from the dexterity save
Oh,
thing
okay.
that Tim's
That makes sense.
frozen
Yep.
thing, because that's also on my
Right.
conditions. I don't know where my actual conditions card is. It was up there, but then things got moved and no. But
I hate when
Here you go,
things
make
get
another one.
moved.
Sorry.
Yeah, you make another one.
yeah,
Here,
have them for me.
Here, have a paper cut.
Layla, current... Sorry,
Just add
Layla.
another part.
Yup.
Nadia, current status?
My hand and arm that was jacked up before, I'm guessing is getting better. Full use anyway. Nicks and freeze damage from Tim from the storm that he put on the freeway. So,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Trevor.
Oh, 2 black eyes, some minor burns, a blood blister, and a heavily bruised nose from
You got
Henry.
scratched.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Mine's not broken though. She healed it. She brought it back a little
Right in
bit.
front of Henry.
Right in front of Henry.
Okay.
And then what else she was going to do right in front of Henry? It's good, because I wouldn't have been able to flip
Layla, please explain to us what happened last time.
Oh, ice damage. Shit, ice damage.
In character, in the mannerisms and voice of your character from her perspective.
Alright, so I kind of forgot to meet them at the dojo, so I kind of just went right to the Martin. And I brought my homework with me so that I could like study and like do stuff. Except it was hard to study when all I heard in the background was creepy cafe leader dude, barista.
Leader? Cafe leader, okay.
I waited a while, and then Nadia just came up and sat next to me randomly, handed me a massive paper towel, napkins.
As a present.
As a present.
Here, you
It's
forgot this. You're going to need it.
It's a phone, which I don't really know why I need a phone. I already have one, but whatevs. I'll take it. Nadia goes to help Byron out at the creepy dude again to get an actual coffee. start feeling a little weird at one point, and the guy sitting down from me is the dude that Byron was meeting up with, so he was like there the whole time. Creepy. Byron agrees to go with him, and they just vanish, and we book it over to the dojo, where Trevor has to assert his male dominance, and the male ego is just so fragile that he tried fighting a number of the violet purple dragons, and I argued with Nadia. He looked like he got really hurt, so I'm guessing he lost. Robin tried intervening at one point. It was just getting really crazy. And then we're talking about, you know, what sane people would talk about after watching someone just magically disappear. And apparently the Raz guy could hear the telepathic communication that Trevor had. So that's like, what? And then all of a sudden Robin is staring off into space, and she's like, brother, you need to go home. And that's just like, what? And then she's like, Tim is at our home. What? So Nadia and Trevor just zoom off in her like little motorbike while Robin and I get a lift. And we're going towards her house, and then we see them across the other highway, like on the other side. So we're like, oh, hey, we'll pay you triple, follow them. So we do. And Tim is in a beat-up car, and he just starts freely shooting his ice stuff. His white stuff. I'm sorry.
It was right there.
His ice stuff at the semi-truck, and it bursts open, and we see Jake is in there. And then some white ninja dude, samurai dude, jumps down from an overpass, starts cutting into it. It's like one of those movies that is just a mess. Our life is a mess. So, Lyft driver, I convinced him to drop us off, and Jake flies out of the semi. White ninja dude starts following. He, with the hilt of his sword, he busts Robin in the nose, and then he like cuts her across the chest, and that's not cool. So I kind of lost my temper a little bit and freely hit him with some fire stuff, and then he ran off like a scared little boy person. I don't know if he was a boy. I'm assuming a gender.
Okay. Would anybody like to add to that at all? Don't have to, but you may. Go ahead, Trevor. Add from your perspective anything, any additional information.
Well, I just wanted to make sure to add at the end there that white ninja dude did some crazy like slammy attack thing that knocked everybody back, flipped the car, broke Jake's neck.
What?
And knocked Tim out. You don't remember that?
Layla wouldn't notice.
True, I think I might really noticed that. You're right. Good call. Well, I was like, damn, he did the job for me. And
Oh my god.
and then he rode off on his motorcycle away through the
I don't think you
through
know
the fields.
that.
I saw that.
How?
He ran.
I ran over to the edge of the thing because I was the only one. Because I was like, "God, he's running that way."
Yes. But how do you know that he went off on a motorcycle? Because he did that from your knee.
Oh, probably the sound. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. You can say from the sound. Sure. That's feasible. That's reasonable.
So yeah.
The only thing that I would add is that Nadia jumped down to go after the person and didn't catch him.
Right. I don't remember. How'd you do on that jump? Did you take any damage? I don't
She
recall.
took 2 damage.
I think took 2.
It was a big jump.
So her ankles
Off an
got.
overpass.
Her knees are gonna hurt next morning.
Yeah, for sure.
I should probably write that down in my conditions.
Alright, guys. Here is a crude town map for you guys to look at.
I'm not laughing at the map.
It's okay.
I'm laughing at the crude.
The crude.
Couldn't see with the glare.
But I believe we also left off with me noticing that Tim was potentially dying, and I was telling somebody to go bandage him essentially so he doesn't die. As I was the only one to notice that he was dying.
Alright, so we are going to jump right into it here. 1 second. Da-da-da-da-da.
Where's my house?
It's on there.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh my god. I want to see that when you're done.
So the car has been flipped. It is smashed. There's glass all over the highway. There are cars going the other direction. Still currently none going on the side that you guys are currently at. Heading south. You guys were heading south. Let's see here. In addition to that, there is the bloody corpse, mangled, of Jake lying across the highway, neck very clearly twisted in a way it shouldn't be, horn broken. Person closest to him at the moment is Trevor. Trevor, you watch as the horn sort of breaks off and turns to dust, and his red skin slowly turns back to normal.
That's interesting.
Tim is also laying across the ground. It looks like he has a piece of the vehicle stabbed into his side, bleeding from the side. He is unconscious. The semi-truck is crashed in the middle of the highway, not moving. I forget which one of you, but I know at least one of you saw that there was an unconscious person in the front.
I think it was me.
Oh, you did too. Yeah.
Nadia has leapt from the highway to the street down below, and so is currently out of sight range for the rest of the party. Go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, crap, Tim's in a lot of trouble.
He's gonna die if we don't do something.
Yeah, can you go bandage him?
Should I?
Layla vomits.
Think so?
Okay.
I mean,
First time seeing a dead person.
he hasn't done anything bad that I know of. I mean, not like Jay. I mean, maybe don't use your magic or anything.
Okay. She's going to first do a medicine check.
I'm gonna go check on the truck driver. And Trevor will head off that way.
11.
Bleeding out. Looks like he's dying.
Okay.
You get over to the truck driver. Roll perception for me.
Oh no, he's gone. No.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Whoa!
Okay. The truck driver's head is like clearly slammed into the steering wheel. You don't see that any airbags pop.
Oh.
He's bleeding from the forehead. The windshield looks to be slightly cracked, but it's not like broken in or anything. You see that his front shirt pocket has a badge on it, and he's not like a sheriff's badge, but like a
like
a card reader badge.
Okay.
And you also see below the dash from your natural 20 that there is a shotgun.
I know, right? He'll open the door and make sure that he's still alive. see if he's breathing, kind of hand in front of his face, kind of thing.
I want you to...
And he'll do the open the door with his the mystic hand.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me. This is just a luck roll, so don't apply anything.
11.
11? Okay. You you see him slump a little bit as you open the door, but he's very clearly unconscious. You said you're going to do a medicine check? Is that what you said? I don't recall what you said.
I was just making sure that he was alive, you know, and
okay.
with the hand in front of his face.
Roll medicine for that.
Alright. 18 plus nothing, so 18.
18? Okay. He's alive. You can see that he's got some shallow breathing going on. He looks pretty injured. You see he's very bruised. His left arm looks to be a little bit swollen.
Yeah, you know, like neck broken or anything.
No, but you imagine he probably would have gotten some pretty bad whiplash.
Okay. He'll do a quick look outside the truck to make sure that it's not like leaking gas or anything. That it would be safe to leave this guy here.
Technology check.
16.
16? You don't see anything. It looks like all the damage is basically just like body work. Things look dented in and bent all over the place.
Okay. Good enough. He'll hop back down and head back over to him.
Okay. In the meantime, what are you guys doing while he's doing all this?
So, she knows that if she removes that, he's going to die instantly. But given what she's seeing with the healing, it can't stay either.
Okay.
So, let's see. Are you puking nearby?
After all that time, I think she's like, okay.
Doing a little.
Layla,
Yeah.
I need your help.
Oh God.
I need you to come here.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah.
I am going to heal him. But we gotta get this thing out of him at a very specific time.
Are you sure you want? Oh, okay. Okay.
You are a cheerleader. You know when to go on point when what to do.
There's a big difference between pulling a large piece of metal out of someone's body than landing a triple axle.
This is simple. You're just gonna do a flourish. Hold. Ta-da! You can do it.
Okay. Sure. I might need you guys.
On the count of ta-da, pull.
Okay. When am I rolling?
I don't know. But so she's gonna. So then. Whenever Layla's ready, she can just hold on. Just hold it very careful. Don't pull her.
Okay.
Just
don't pull. Just hold it.
For the moment.
Okay.
Once your hands are ready, she sees her. She's steady. Ready. Set. Ta-da! 13.
13? That's... What is that? That's how much
That
you
is
heal for?
how much I am healing because I'm casting it at second level. So it's 2d8 plus my...
What spell are you casting?
Plus your wisdom
Cure
modifier.
wounds.
Healing? Okay. Alright, 1 second. And Layla, you're pulling when she does this?
Yeah. On the count of ta-da.
Okay.
I think it was 10.
Okay. Robin throws her arms out, says ta-da and everything, and you see some minor glowing. Her hands and arms light up white briefly. You see some spiritual-looking leeches form on Tim's body as you rip it out. and you watch as the flesh and muscle slowly bind themselves back together and sew shut as the leeches crawl over them and then fade from existence.
Leeches. Go leeches.
His breathing steadies. He seems quite a bit better, but his body does still look very bruised. Blue, purple, brown. He no longer has any wounds, like open wounds, but he doesn't look like he's in good shape either.
Okay.
In the meantime, what is Nadia up to underneath the highway?
Under the highway.
So after she sees the ninja guy zoom off, she kind of just stands there. Kind of like grab, like fists, her hands just kind of to her side and just, shit. Takes a second. Looks
Are there
up.
actual vehicles? Sorry.
Yep, on the other side.
side.
Go in the other direction.
Just watching us.
But you know that at any point, one could come down the side you guys are on.
Yeah.
Looks up, sees if there's a way back up to the highway. Is it like a? Is this like a? Is it like a hill?
Yeah,
that goes back up?
if you go south, probably about the length of half a football, like 50 yards, there's a ramp that rounds back up to the freeway. In the meantime, you guys up there see as a van pulls up and slows to a stop on the edge of the freeway on the opposite side.
Is it black?
Sure.
Is it tinted windows?
No.
It's okay, it's just a rapist.
Okay. What's our story? What's our story? Shit.
Is that truck drivable?
Somebody starts to get out of the
Am I
van.
there?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ask
Am I
me a
with them
question? What?
Am I with them yet?
Sure. Yeah.
She just asked me a question.
You're not too far away from them. So
And does the truck
Is
seem
that
drivable?
truck gonna work?
No.
I don't think so. It seems pretty messed.
I mean, you technically could,
But it's
But-
gonna be toom, toom, toom,
but no.
Brother, we might want a barrier of sorts, if you know what I mean.
As you guys are shouting this back and forth, a woman steps out from the van.
Very
Goes,
see-through.
"Oh my God! What happened? Are you guys okay?" She begins climbing over the barrier to get to you guys.
Oh, there's an accident! We saw it as well!
Okay, you see that more cars are starting to.
Can
slow
you
down.
call an ambulance?
Sure got cut.
Yeah.
The truck driver doesn't seem very good.
She takes out her phone and begins dialing.
She's gonna put Tim in front of her so her slashedness isn't visible.
How are you going to put the
Did he-
unconscious person laying across the ground in front of you? I'm confused. Are you like
Oh,
holding
I thought,
him
I guess
like a
when he
puppet,
was. Oh, okay, never mind. For some reason, I thought he was like leaning up against something, but.
No.
No, okay, never mind.
Give her your jacket, your hoodie.
I'm not there.
Does Jake have a jacket?
Oh, son of a.
Okay.
You hear the sirens. Okay.
Shit.
Hmm?
I want to see if Jake has a jacket.
Yeah, Jake has a torn, screwed up jacket, which now has even more holes in it because he literally slid across the freeway and then rolled up on top of the hood of a car.
Alright, Trevor seems pained by this, but he takes his hoodie off and
Oh,
hands it over to Robin.
she's got a beast shape
Layla!
to a cat.
Oh, shit.
And
Layla!
There's a woman right there.
there-
Okay. The woman turns and looks as Robin transforms into a cat. Goes, what the fuck? What the fuck? And she drops her phone that she was calling the police for and begins to stumble backwards.
Are you alright? You don't look very well. Were you drinking?
You hear the police sirens getting closer. She does not respond to you.
Oh my god, the fumes of the truck! It must be leaking something. We should all get out of here.
What are you shouting at?
Layla. Layla! Layla!
Perception?
Just yelling her name.
No, you can hear her. There's no reason why you wouldn't be able to
I was
hear her.
thinking because of the vehicles going by, the sirens.
I mean, she's 30 feet directly below you. There's no walls or anything, like, blocking.
Yeah?
My bike's up there.
Hang
Are
on.
there cops coming?
Yeah.
You
These
guys
cops
are
are so
shouting back and
ambulance.
forth. You can see the sirens in the distance. There are police on the way.
Yeah.
They will probably be there in less than 2 minutes. So you
Can
guys.
you move my bike so it doesn't look like it's involved?
What
I'll
is
be
the
up there
cat
in a
doing?
minute. I start
You
walking.
started taking your hoodie off, and obviously you probably stopped.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh crap.
She's
I'm
gonna
starting to
hop
walk
on
towards the ramp.
onto Trevor's
walking?
shoulder.
Or jogging, I suppose.
Doggy? Okay.
Using full movement to get there.
Okay.
She's gonna hop onto Trevor's shoulders.
Do we leave Tim? I say
She
to
headbutts.
Layla. That was a yes. Is he okay? I say in your head.
Little purr.
You can answer this.
Oh.
More people are getting out of their cars. What happened? Hopping over the barrier.
We
to
gotta get out of here.
A man
These are
comes
coming. We
running
can't do
towards
anything
you,
more.
Trevor. You can't talk.
Was head-to-head telekinesis in that, or not telekinesis, but telepathy in that
Okay.
last conversation there.
Anyway, a man comes running towards you. Kid, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
He puts his hand on your shoulder.
Our friend, he lost control of the car and rammed into the truck.
Do you know anything about medicine or anything? Because I think that guy needs some help. And he points at Tim.
No, he says, but I bet the ambulances are on their way.
Oh, thank God.
And he says, sit down. You don't know what happened to you. You know, you should sit down. And, you know, you should go to the hospital. Just sit down, okay, kid?
Oh, I wasn't involved in this.
Okay.
I just stopped. That's my motorcycle over there.
Okay, he looks over. Okay.
I just stopped because I saw it happen. The car hit that truck, and I don't know what the hell happened to the truck, but it like exploded or something. Look at that thing.
Okay. What is Layla doing?
Kind of like, oh god, oh gosh. Like, she is very out of her element. This is way over her head. Like, she's having a internal breakdown.
Okay.
Run.
Any final actions, because the police are about to arrive, so really quick, and if you take too long to answer, police arrive. Any final action?
Yeah, he's gonna head over to the motorcycle. It's like, can you stay with them? I gotta go.
Okay, he doesn't physically stop you, but he goes, I don't think you should leave.
I wasn't involved. I don't want to get pulled into this.
Do you stop and have this conversation with him?
No, I say that over my shoulder as I'm heading over to the motorcycle.
Okay, are you walking or sprinting? Or...
Fast walking.
Okay, Layla, what are you doing?
Even though he told her to run, she still doesn't.
Okay, and you're on top of his shoulder?
Like inside the hood.
Okay.
Like Batman.
What do you do?
I'll get over to the motorcycle and look at it. Are the keys still on it? Do motorcycles have keys?
Yeah.
Yes.
they do.
Okay, are the keys on it? Just double checking. There's a little
No,
rest
but
in there, right?
It's an actual motorcycle.
Oh, it is an actual motorcycle? Okay. Yeah, I don't remember you taking him out, so
I
he'll
didn't.
kind of just hop onto the motorcycle then, like he's seen her do.
Okay.
And like start it up and try to remember from movies how people work motorcycles, and he'll try to start going slowly forward.
Roll technology.
Sounds good. Ooh, 19, 27.
Okay. You start going forward. You think you have a good idea of how this works. The guy tries to start to get in front of you. He goes, "Kid, I don't think you should leave. I don't think you should leave." He starts trying to block you.
Piss off. I'll go where I want.
You try to like speed by him, or
I just go kind of slowly around him because I'm not.
Since you're going slowly, the police do arrive and begin parking and getting out of their cars.
If he's gotten past that guy, he'll pick up speed then.
Oh, you gonna start speeding off?
Oh yeah, because he didn't. I mean, I assumed I had to go around him, and he's not going to go fast around this guy, especially when he's not knowing what he's doing.
Okay.
But once he gets to the straight point that he can go, then he'll start picking up speed and going.
Okay. As you are starting to get to the top, like huffing a little bit, because I assume you're using both your action and your movement to get up there.
Yep.
As you start to get to the top, you see Trevor by, like right as you're getting to the top.
Okay.
Can I make a spot check? Or not spot check, sorry. Perception check?
Sure, what are you looking for?
See if I see her as we speed past.
Sure, roll perception.
I want to get
That
you.
dice had a mind of its own.
I can kick it over. Oh, you got
Sorry.
it. There you go.
It's okay, I've got monkey feet.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, okay. It's going to be a 26.
Yeah, you definitely see her.
You start feeling the needles, the claws deep in.
Ow! What? I kind of glance back cautiously, like, dude, I gotta concentrate.
That was her. We just passed. Good. Damn, I can't think of names right now, but please pull over. She can drive this better than you.
There's a police officer that seems to be starting back up and going after you now.
Oh shit.
I don't think I could stop at the moment.
Okay. Okay, go. Just go.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Fine. How far back is she? I mean, I look around for
She's probably
this person.
15 yards back.
Yeah, you don't know who I'm talking about. It could be Layla. It could be...
Hurry! I'll put the brakes on and stop.
Okay.
Like,
Do I see the cop chasing him?
Yes.
Like, duck down.
Okay, she just ducks down.
go tell him that's clear. So you're not coming? Shit. Okay.
You stole my bike!
It's not your bike.
Saved your bike!
Okay, as you are parked arguing, the police officer is going to catch up, so...
Just make some shit up.
Not my bike.
Okay,
He hops off the bike.
okay.
What's the what's the terrain around here?
It is a road. There are...
You said there's like fields and shit nearby, right?
Basically, this is the road,
There...
and here's some big things holding it up, and down below is another road.
Yeah, but I thought that actually
Right?
the roads were T-crossing then. So I've gone away, so I should be to the point that it's normal road underneath us, right? Or like normal ground underneath? That we're not on an overpass anymore, that I could like actually head down, you know.
Oh, like a hill.
Yeah, like a hill or something, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you went far, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he because the bike just starts hauling ass down the hill. If he sees, I mean, does he see like a field or anything like that, plants and shit, that he could go potentially hide in?
Hand me your map real quick.
Group map.
Yeah. Down the hill, you see, you see, looks to be some sort of business or factory or warehouse. There's like a little bit of a grass field, some ditches, and then a parking lot, which is fenced in, and then some sort of dilapidated looking buildings past the parking lot.
Alright, he'll start running towards there.
Okay.
Wait, towards me?
No, towards the...
Okay.
Towards the bitches.
Did I say
Stacy
bitches?
heard bitches instead of ditches.
Oh, okay.
Over there, there's some bitches.
It makes up for the BJs and PJs earlier, so...
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I'm just hearing all sorts of things.
Sorry, earlier she came in, or she was
I
like,
was in the
yeah, BJ, or I heard, yeah, BJs. And I was like, what?
And I was like,
Now I'm curious what you're talking.
I was looking at Tika, she's just like, and I was like, oh, PJs. Like
PJs, gotcha.
Yeah.
And he heard PJs.
Right.
I was singing, I was like, what does that mean?
Like,
for
God
her?
damn it,
means
Nick.
something different to me.
Like, what I really say, BJs?
That's why I was confused.
It's like, I'm not aware of that.
Okay, so you're trying down the hill. I'd like you to give me a dexterity saving throw or an acrobatic skill check. Your choice.
Can
It's
I
the
say,
same roll.
Watching him piece away from the bike, I'm just gonna start running up to it.
Throw this
Like,
on
running
there.
up, even though the police are going up to it.
Okay.
18?
18. Okay. You are successfully running down the hill without slipping and like flopping down and hurting yourself.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. You
As
start.
I get kind of closer, I'm just like, hey! He stole my bike! He stole my bike! That
Okay.
dick!
Police officer turns around.
Fucking Christ!
Says, "Miss, please stop. Wait there. Wait there."
I'll stop.
Okay. In the meantime, there are two police officers in front of Layla. Excuse me, miss, can you please tell me what happened here? There's a crowd of people around you too.
Oh,
Like the
Jesus
traffic
Christ.
is stopped. Like
Her eyes are going to get a little watery, a little overwhelmed. Going to get a little red in the cheeks. I was riding with my friend and he started losing control of his car and we ran into the semi.
okay. He looks around and he says, "Gentlemen there on the ground." And as you look over, you see that there's two guys who are currently like giving him oxygen and starting to put him on a stretcher.
Tim?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He nods. He says, "Were you two drinking?"
No, I'm too young.
Nods. Says, "And he was the driver?
Yeah.
Does he have a license?"
Yeah, I assume so. He's driving.
What's his name?
Tim, I only just met him recently.
Roll the 7.
Okay.
Come on, girl, get it.
Is it deception if she doesn't do his last name?
Yes, because this whole story is a lie.
Yeah. It's time for this.
Do it.
18.
18. Okay. 1 second, DMS to run to the restroom.
Oh,
So-
thought I was going to get him whispers for
I know, right? It's like, oh, the first one.
I advise taking this time to think about what you're going to do to not fuck yourselves.
Run.
And Layla said, bang, bang. Layla would not run though.
I thought about driving the motorcycle down the hill. Just taking I'm going off-roading. But I'm like, if I
Playing
can't...
into the fact you're fleeing to not get in trouble myself, so...
Right. That works. He stole it. Yeah, that works.
We're so screwed.
Yeah,
Already screwed.
Okay. Okay, you see that a couple of police officers are walking around looking at the ground. They look kind of confused because a big portion of the highway has been iced over and there's like random snow like across the freeway and
Yeah.
shards of ice. They see that the truck is wide open, and they see chains and manacles across the ground. They see a handcuffed, bleeding guy who is wearing the same school uniform that Tim, or not school uniform, but football team jacket from the same high school that Tim is.
Still wearing it? Wasn't he in prison?
My head hurts a little
I
bit.
described him as still wearing it during the last
You're
session.
right. Now I think about it.
Okay.
My head hurts a little bit. Is there anything else you need from me right now?
You may have a concussion. An ambulance is on the way. Just sit down and try not to move too much.
Okay.
You see a couple of the police officers walking around taking pictures. In the meantime, a police officer is looking at you, Nadia, then looking at Trevor, looking at Nadia, looking at Trevor, and 1 second.
Like the ways off, Trevor?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. He says, stay here! And you see him just hop over the barrier and begin
I love it. I'm gonna stay put. I'm just gonna kind of like go up to the motorcycle,
Let's
check
see if he
it
can
out.
make the run down the hill.
He can't. You hear yelling as the police officer trips and begins slamming and rolling down the hill that Trevor went down.
Sir, are you okay? Do you need help? Oh shit!
You see him bounce off a large rock.
Is he unconscious? Or is he giving back
No, he's shouting too loudly to be unconscious.
Sir, are you okay?
Don't care. Full speed. Running away.
Is it starting to get dark out at all, or is it still?
Oh, it's been dark out.
Oh, it is dark.
It's evening. It was evening when you guys first went on this.
Okay, I just didn't remember if it was actually dark or if it was kind of light still.
It's not like dark, but it's dark out. It's not like full on nighttime, but it's you can start to see a couple stars in the sky.
Okay.
People do use their headlights at this time.
Is there any other cops around?
At the moment, no. I mean, you can see them off in the distance, but
He told me to wait here. But he looks like he needs help. I'm gonna run over and see if I can help him.
okay. Make a either an acrobatics skill check or a dexterity saving throw. Your choice.
$17.
13. Okay, you're able to make it down just fine.
I'm gonna go up to him and try to help him up. Do you need help? Are you okay?
He is unconscious because I just rolled really, really high on his damage.
Check his pulse. Is he still okay?
He's okay. He's got a little ding in his head. He's bleeding. He is a very unlucky man because the law of averages would indicate that is not something that would knock some.
I'm gonna run back up the hill to the bike.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop on the bike,
Okay.
turn it around, and go back towards the scene.
Okay. Trevor, what are you doing when you get down to the bottom? Now, off to the north. Once you get to the bottom, which is to your left. Left is north when you get to the bottom.
Okay.
There is a street in the distance, and basically you go past some ditches and bushes, and there's some train tracks, and then some more bushes, and then the street, which is perpendicular to the. It's where she jumped down from the highway. That is way off the distance there. Directly in front of you is a chain link fence. No barbed wire or anything, it's just a chain link fence, but I mean, you're not the most athletic of individuals, so.
What's on the other side of the chain link fence?
The other side of the chain link fence is a kind of like a broken down parking lot. Like, it's a parking lot, but it's got like a bunch of cracks in it with grass and weeds growing out of it. Doesn't look like anybody's been parking there recently. And there's a large kind of dilapidated looking building as well. And then
anybody, he'll take a quick look back behind him. Anybody, I guess, watching him?
You see behind you that Nadia is knelt down next to an unconscious police officer.
Oh, didn't make that hill so well. Or Nadia kicked the crap out of him. One of the two. Either way, points for us.
You would hear, "Oh, Nadia!"
And to the south, you just see a bunch of fields.
All right, he'll head north then. Wait, that's actually back towards X then, right?
Yes.
He'll head south then, because he wants to get away from that whole area, towards the fields, and then
Okay.
once he's past the point that, you know, like the chain link fence stops or whatever, he'll then kind of go
East.
Yeah.
I believe.
hold on to the north. You said that south. Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to double check that.
That's fine. I know, me too. But yeah, so once he gets to the chain link fence point that it ends, then he'll cut further away from the highway.
Okay.
And he will just keep going until he's out of sight of people.
And at this point, Nadia is climbing back up to get her motorcycle and try to drive back towards the accident. Okay. Robin, are you doing anything on his shoulders? Or in his hood?
Occasionally, cat talking, when it's too, almost slips or if,
Meowing or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he'll glance back whenever she gives extra meows or whatever, that clearly she wants him, and he'll open the telepathic link. I think we got away. Maybe.
I don't know how we got out of that. Do you know where we're going?
No idea. I've never been here before.
Nadia, as you get back, you see that more police are arriving. There's probably about 4 squad cars there now. You see a fire truck coming up in the distance as well.
Is there any cops nearby, right outside the scene that I can stop?
There's several. There's
I'll stop the bike, kind of park it or whatever, and I'll walk up to one of them. Hey,
okay.
Excuse me.
Runs up, says, "Hey, where?" I thought, is that the? Never mind. Yes. How can I help you?
I was driving by and.
You need to stand back from the scene.
That's okay. I just wanted to let you know I saw somebody go into that hill and they look. What was that?
Sorry, I had my phone up so that I could hear it when you guys messaged me.
There. I thought I saw somebody in the hill back there, and they rolled down the hill, and it didn't look very good. The guy's not moving. Might have to go check it out.
One second. You see him run back and talk to some other officers, and then 2 of them begin jogging off in that direction.
And then I'll talk to another one,
Okay.
and just be like, "Look, I was driving by when I saw what happened,
So,
and
ma'am, 1 second, please."
sure."
And he's talking to another woman. You said that the girl turned into a cat.
Oh my god.
He goes, yeah. She turned into a cat, and then there was a boy with a red hood, and the cat got onto his shoulders, and I don't know what's happening. Then he goes, okay, just sit down. Can I help you?
So what happened?
We don't know yet. We're trying to figure it out.
Okay.
It would be helpful if you would just back
just-
away from the scene.
Can I just go home then?
Yes, leave.
Okay. So I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I drive away.
You do, however, see Layla sitting. I don't know if that changes anything, but doesn't have to. I'm just making note.
No, she stops and looks at her as she's getting on her bike.
Okay. Layla, you do see Nadia walk up, and you do hear this. I don't know if you interact with that or do anything. No.
Okay, I'm leaving. She
Yeah.
made. So I'm leaving.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 16.
16?
Yeah.
Your parents know you're with this boy?
I told them I was going out with friends. I didn't say exactly the friends.
Okay, I'm gonna need your parents' phone number.
Okay. She gives them her parents' phone numbers.
Which number is she giving? Like, what number is she giving? You could give the house phone, your mom's cell, your father's cell. Could give Bartholomew.
I mean, she'll give the house phone.
Okay. Alright, he asks you to sit down if you're not already. And,
She sits.
okay, he says he'll be right back. He makes a phone call, and you see him in the distance talking on the phone.
I hope that's Amalia.
Any further actions you'd like to take?
No.
Okay.
Layla's not wise. She doesn't know what to do in this situation.
Okay. Would anybody else like to further describe something they're doing, where they're going, or anything else? Because if you don't have additional input, I'm going to summarize the result of the actions you have currently taken. That's not a bad thing. That's
Yeah, I'm fair with that. Just assume that I'm trying to find a way to get home, and eventually, once I feel safe, I might call an Uber, or sorry, Lyft, or taxi, or whatever. You know, some way to get home.
Nadia's just gonna go back home
Okay.
and try to sort through things.
How do you go? Oh no, wait. Actually, no. You're technically going in the right direction to get home anyway. Never mind. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure if she was going the wrong direction, she would eventually find a
Yeah.
place to get off and go back the right
Yeah,
way.
you know where you are. You live in this city.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm just, that's her goal. Her goal is to just get back home, go to her room,
Okay.
and just chill there.
All right. So, Trevor, eventually you come out of the field. As you're exiting the grassy area, you come to a barbed wire fence. It is only like 3.5 feet tall, and it's like one single little metal wire every like foot. There's a sign that says no trespassing on the opposite side, but I'm not going to make you do anything. I'm just describing the area.
Sure.
You're able to get through the fence relatively easily. At most, you might snag your jacket.
No, but okay.
If you'd like, roll a d20, and if you get above 10, you don't snag your jacket.
Alright, I snag my jacket. Like, is that worth an inspiration die? No. It's a 4. I would have to use 2. Or really hope I rolled well on the first.
So anyway.
Dang
Okay.
it. Byron's gone now. I can't even fix this shit.
That's all you remember him for.
Dude, he was the
Okay.
handiest cleanup man.
It's a little bit of a ditch. You see across the street there's a gas station, and you see not too far away from that there's looks like kind of a grungy looking bar. Other than that, you're just on a random kind of not in the best condition road out in the middle of the country sort of area.
Okay, he'll look for an intersection to be able to get the address or whatever it is, or if he can tell the address from the bar or something.
You have a rough estimate of where you are, but if you look up the bar on your phone, you can know exactly where you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
He'll do that and then use his phone to call a Lyft to that bar location.
Okay.
And then, to have it bring it back home. But not directly to his house, like half a block down from the house.
Okay. Layla, eventually a Lamborghini pulls up,
Nice.
and a very, very well-dressed gentleman steps out of the Lamborghini.
Oh no.
Is it Dad?
It is.
Oh shit.
Your eyes well up with tears.
Is this honest or is this performance?
It is honest.
Okay.
I believe you.
She's had a really rough weekend and week, and she's just so happy her dad's home, but she's also like, crap.
As he steps out, a police officer starts to walk up to him and goes, "Sir, are you here for?" And he just like puts his hand in the police officer's face. He takes out a business card from his wallet, hands it to him. He says, "There's my contact information. Call me later." And then he walks over to you.
She kind of puts her head down as he approaches, looking like, ooh.
He kneels down. Says, "Are you okay?"
I've been better. Obviously.
"Are you hurt?" Looks at the
Just
scratches.
minor. Just want to go home.
Alright, let's go. He tries to take your hand and pull you up. Another police officer walks up to him and says, "We're going to have to call later." He looks at him, he says, "I've given my contact information to Officer Bennings over there." He points, he says, "You can call me." He says, "Here's a card for you as well. We'll discuss it later." Guy looks at the card, nods. Your father walks over and opens the passenger side door for you.
She gets
Okay.
clicks.
He walks around, gets in the driver's seat, and begins driving off. Says, "So what happened?"
I was driving, or I wasn't driving, obviously, I was riding, but with a friend and lost control of his car and hit the semi. It's a little fuzzy.
I'm going to need you to tell me everything that happened, exactly how it happened. This is serious. You could be in a lot of trouble. He's more likely to be in trouble because he was driving.
Does
But
Layla
know
kind of
what
get an underlining sense of his words?
What do you mean?
I don't know, I don't know.
Okay, roll insight.
Ooh. You missed meeting my dad. Ooh.
Oh,
Sorry.
he owned those cops.
That was impressive.
Like a Thorta.
Mm-hmm.
He just seems concerned about your
All he
well-being.
needed to do was worse.
Okay. Oh.
Is he actually there or did he just call?
No, he picked me up in his Lamborghini.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. And he says, "We can talk about it tomorrow."
That would be nice.
Okay. And he begins driving you home. You're able to get a lift, and you want it to drop you off, what did you say, like a block away from your house or something?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. And Nadia, you're driving home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just straight home, wants to go into her apartment. Just,
Okay. All of you guys will make it home, uninterrupted. Robin and Trevor pick somebody to represent the two of you. I'm going to have you guys roll off to decide whose home we get to first.
who?
You're rolling initiative to figure out
Second?
whose house we go to first.
Okay.
Me and him?
And her.
Oh.
The house
I thought you
is...
said Robin and Trevor.
Pick
Robin
one.
and Trevor can pick one person because they're going to the same place and they're going to be playing in the same
Is
place.
this plus our initiative?
Your shoulders get there before the
No, it's just a d20.
10.
19.
13.
Okay.
Alright then.
First we'll
We got a
round
little
that,
time to figure our story.
And that makes sense. We're on foot.
Right, yeah. Gotta wait for the lift then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you turn back before the lift was there? Or
You pull up
are you still
outside the bar in the, I assume you park in the motorcycle parking.
Yep.
And then if
You see
Wow.
that
four.
there are
We got
two
there.
other motorcycles parked outside. One of them being
That's true.
Henry's motorcycle.
That's me.
Oh, sorry.
I'm fancy. Just parking my bike and I guess walk through the bar.
Okay. When you get in, you see that, let's see here. Jackson is sitting at a table. He's looking down. He's looking kind of worried. He's drinking a beer, and you see he has 2 more empty mugs next to him. You see that Henry is sitting at the bar. He has his shirt off, and he has some scratches and cuts on him, and you see that Henna is currently bandaging his shoulder and wrapping up some bandages and applying some like aloe to him. You also see a older gentleman, one of the elders, who you know as Old Man Benny, sitting in a corner drinking a beer.
Benny.
And he's playing solitaire. That's about it.
Is it Benny?
Yes. Do you just walk through and go directly to your room, or do you stop and do anything? You see Henna look up and sort of shoot a glare at you, then go back to what she was doing. Henry looks over and waves at you. He goes, "Hey, Nadia."
What happened to you?
It's a long story. I'll tell you later.
Yeah. We'll have a conversation. Walk over to Jackson. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Let's see here. Jackson looks around. He looks a little worried and says, "Things aren't going well. I wish everybody would hurry up and return, you know?"
What do you mean what's not going well?
Man, I think the darkness is returning, Nadia. Like, the stories were real. Like, the monsters are awakening. Did you see the news? Did you see that guy with, like, the horn on his face?
Yeah.
Like, that stuff's straight out of the stories from when we were, like, kids. Like,
Yeah. Tell me about it.
like, we need everybody to come back. Like, stuff's going down. I know that, like, if we're supposed to be doing something, we should be doing it, but I don't know what to do. And, like, everybody who's supposed to tell us isn't here.
Right. What about old man Benny?
Look
What does
over.
he think?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
Should probably talk to him.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. He walks over with his beer and goes to sit down next to Benny.
I'll just let them talk. Actually, no, I'm gonna go over with him
Okay.
and listen.
Okay. Sits down. Benny looks up, takes a sip of his beer. "Can I help you?"
I look over at Jackson.
Huh?
I look over at Jackson.
Okay. Yeah, Jackson's sitting there. He goes, "Man, what do you think about what's going on, man?" Old man just sort of like looks at him with like a vacant expression. Seems not really know what he's talking about. Says, speak up." Says, "Did you hear the news?" He goes, "No, I don't pay attention to the news these days." Says, "Man, the darkness is returning. Like, there's like things happening. Like, you should know everybody's gone. Like, nobody's here." Old man looks at him and he says, "Well, what are you going to do about it?" Says, "I don't know. That's why I'm here. I want you to tell me." Says, he reaches down, then he does, and pulls a large knife off his belt. As he pulls out the knife, you see it sort of glow a little bit. He stabs it onto the table, and you see the whole table freeze over with ice. He says, "What do you think we trained you for? Go do something about it." He nods, says, that's
No,
what
like
I
this
thought.
way so much.
Yeah, well, we are doing something about it, but it's not working out the way we wanted it to. And he gets up and storms off.
I thought we weren't supposed to do anything, Benny.
Benny looks over to you. Goes, what? What do you want, girl?
Thought we weren't supposed to do anything. Not until we were of age.
You're not supposed to do anything until something happens. Something has happened. This is what we've been training for.
Yeah. Alright.
My father wasn't from here. He said that he was from another world, another place, another time. Same with all of our parents. We believed them. They came from a world of darkness. They had us train every day in case we needed to defend ourselves from the things they'd experienced. Nothing happened, though. I lived my whole life, nothing happened.
What about now?
I hear something's happening.
Yeah. Have you heard anything from Boston?
He looks taken aback. How do you know about that?
That's where everyone went, to Boston.
How do you know about that? Who told you?
What do you mean?
Who told you where they went?
Jason.
He sneers.
Good job, Nadia.
One of the monsters killed one of our own.
Oh, and they can remember
They went to
it.
go hunt him down.
How bad is it?
I don't know. We won't know until they get back.
I suppose that's true. Alright, well. Just don't hurt Jason too much, okay? I get him walk away.
He sneers.
And we never heard from him again.
One call, man. One
Wheelchair
call.
for life.
As you're getting up, you see Henry was just like looking over his shoulder back at you while you're having the conversation. When you get up, he turns back around.
Walk up to the bar
Okay.
where they are.
Okay. Anna's sitting there. She's like dabbing him with some ointment.
I'm gonna like come up behind Henry, just like slap him on the back and just like hand on the table and be like, I need a shot.
Okay. When you slap him on the back, you see him flinch and wince really hard.
Oh, I
And,
didn't mean it to be that hard, buddy.
You see as the
Smack, smack,
bandage
smack.
on his shoulder starts to slowly turn red.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kind of. Well, I was like, I'm patting him. I'm like, sorry.
Nadia, watch it, man.
Need that shot, Henna.
She says,
It's been a long ass day.
just go get it yourself.
What's your problem?
Clearly, she says nothing. She walks over and pours you a shot.
Take it.
Henry looks at Hannah and back at you, and at Hannah and back at you. Goes, am I missing something?
Apparently, I have no idea what the fuck. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Take
As
it
you're
easy.
walking off, you hear him from behind you look at Hannah and be like, what the hell, Hannah? What's going on?
And then I'm gonna go upstairs.
He seems honest. He seems like he obviously has no idea what his problem
Yeah.
is with you.
No, I think I now know what it is. But, yeah, no, I'm gonna go upstairs now.
Okay. I'm gonna switch really quick. Who was second? Was it Layla or was it you guys?
Layla.
Layla? Okay. Gates open. You go up the long quarter-mile hill past several other cars that your family owns, and he eventually parks in his favorite parking spot in the garage.
waits for him to get out, and then she'll start unbuckling and get out herself.
Okay. And he gets out. As you're unbuckling, he walks over. He opens the car door for you.
I'm going to get out.
Okay. He takes your hand, helps you out. And he says, I messaged Bartholomew. There should be a bath ready for you upstairs.
Thank you, Daddy.
Do you need a doctor? I can call somebody to come in.
I think it's just minor scratches and a slight headache from impact.
Headache from impact. I'm gonna call the doctor. Says, go relax. Don't go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay. He opens the door for you.
Goes to
Your mother runs up. What happened? Are you okay? She like grabs your face, starts looking at you.
watch the scratches.
He goes, you gotta take care of these so they don't scar.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Oil, Dobson.
She says, all right, go take your bath. And then she wraps her arms around her husband's neck and like leans up against him. He goes, okay, you walk off before you can hear anything.
Well, wait, he's about to say something, right?
No.
Dang it.
Okay.
Okay.
You heading to the bath or do you do something else?
She goes into her room real quick, grabs a change of clothes. Shit.
Where's your bag?
It's been with her.
You've been carrying the bag the entire
Not the
time?
duffel bag.
That's what I'm asking. Where's that?
Stashed in her closet.
When did you stash it in your closet?
Friday.
Friday?
What's today, Monday?
Yeah, today's Monday.
Okay. Saturday?
We've been home.
Okay, sure.
She's been home the whole weekend.
Okay. Anyway, so what did you say? You're changing clothes?
She's getting a change of clothes from her room, and she's just like, okay. I didn't want this much to happen, but well, here I am. I'm in shit. In the privacy of her own room, she is swearing out loud, and she just sighs, takes her phone, takes her change of clothes, and goes to the bath.
Okay. Take a bath?
Yep.
Okay. Eventually, somebody knocks on the door.
Oh, she's bathing still?
Yeah. After you've been there for a little while.
Yes?
You were planning on doing something or describing that you were doing something while you
Weird.
did.
Someone knocks on her bathroom as she's taking a bath.
In my head, you've been there for about 20 minutes or so now.
Yeah?
Okay. Says, doctor's here.
Okay, I'll hurry up.
Okay. You hear him walk off. Do you hurry up?
She'll speed it up.
Okay. Eventually, when you get out, there's a doctor you recognize. It's the family doctor. He's making
Okay.
a house call. Collins looks you over, looks at the scratches. He gives you some lotions. He says to use them to prevent scarring. He tests your reflexes, looks at your pupils, shines a bright light in your eyes. Says, I don't think she has a concussion. I think she's okay. Says, are you sure? Says, yeah, it just looks like she has some minor scratches. Says, all right, thank you. And after he's done checking out and everything, he leaves. Says, father says, get some rest.
Can I have dinner?
Yeah, you don't have to go to sleep. I'm just saying, relax.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
In the morning, before you go out, and it can be as late as you want, but before you go out, I need you to talk to me about what happened.
Alright.
Okay. And he walks off. Anything else you'd like to do?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Trevor?
Yep.
Okay. You get dropped off It's middle of the evening. It's probably like 9:30 at this point.
Fucked. Oh my god, turn back.
Where is she turning back?
Side. I mean, he'll look
Find
for a spot between two houses or something that's not like fenced or so.
Maybe the side yard of your own house?
Yeah, we don't want to get that close to home.
There's not a lot of good places.
9:30 at night.
I feel like.
Oh, okay. You could try to make a judgment call that there's nobody around at a specific point and have her do it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there isn't any super well hidden, like you're in the middle of an alley, like spots in the middle of suburbia.
Yeah,
no, it would be more of a judgment. Look around. Anybody clearly on the street by us right now, or have their like windows open kind of thing. That would be.
Both of you roll perception for me.
4, 5,
13.
Okay, you guys pick a spot. You don't think that there's anybody, and you change back. Got it.
Yep. I mean, generally when I'm starting to say she's going to do something, it's with the looking over your shoulder first.
Oh, I wouldn't get that because the last several times it was after I told you there were people watching you.
Keep forgetting to specifically say that she'd be looking for that.
Anyways, what are we gonna do? Any thoughts?
Her shirt is ripped open. She's got a big black burn mark that's like bubbled 4th degree burn skin.
Alright, I'm sorry, this is really the first time I'm able to look at that.
Yeah, no, it's...
Does that hurt?
No, actually, no, it's fine. Maybe I could just sneak in and try to sneak into my room and change quick.
What about your nose?
You would know from Batman that your mother is home and she is up and awake.
Oh, can we distract her somehow? I mean, the nose is...
She's gonna be distracted.
The nose is the nose. I don't know what to do about that.
Right.
Or you could give me your shirt, say that mine got tore up, but I'm fine, and we're right outside of the house. It's not far, and I fell down.
We both fell down.
You were trying to catch me, and I fell onto you.
You guys aren't graceful.
No, we certainly are. That's true.
And that's why it took us so long to get home. Because we were so distraught we didn't think about my phone.
Okay, that's not terrible.
It's not great, I
No,
know.
it might work. Oh, Mom's gonna be pissed. Okay. Sure, let's give this one a try. And if she doesn't believe us?
Well, we've been talking about coming out with the truth.
Do we test her?
Well, you're the science major. You tell me how we would conduct a test of that nature.
Well, any sort of true test, you want to have a controlled experiment, so that means we gotta have it under our control.
Yes.
So, maybe get her up to mine or your room, so there's only one exit, so she can't flee. If she does start freaking out at the fact of what we're telling her. So that
Are we
she
really
will-
thinking that we're going to put ourselves in a position where if she did freak out, we would have to subdue her?
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean,
As long as we're on the same page.
I don't know if you... I don't think you've ever seen this before, but I can actually kind of make somewhat of a intangible wall of like force that's just kind of blocks people passing.
Yeah, you did that to the cops.
Oh, you saw that? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying to have you do with the people who were trying to come down.
Oh, I didn't know that you knew that I could do that, so I wasn't sure what you're talking. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense now.
Okay. I mean, at least we can keep Mom from running away from us, so we can explain the situation.
I think if I show Mom my injuries, maybe that would be enough to stop her.
Right.
Welcome home, Dad. Have you tried this new style?
Okay, let's try the lie first.
Probably best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. He will take off his undershirt. Undershirt, right? Is that what you're thinking? Or do you want the hoodie?
Whatever you think would be more appropriate. Hoodie's fine. Only I know you love it so much. I would never ask for the hoodie off your back, but your shirt I have no problem.
Okay.
I wear your shirts all the time.
Takes the hoodie off, pulls the shirt off, puts the hoodie back on, hands you the shirt.
Thank you. This feels much more natural. Okay.
Alright. Okay. Can you do any more
As you guys
clean up on us?
As you guys are walking up...
not walking up just yet.
As you guys are walking in the general direction of your home.
Okay.
Everybody, all of your phones buzz.
Our burners? Or our normals?
I need to think of that for a second. All of your phones buzz, both the burners and the normals.
He'll check his phone, assuming it's hopefully Byron or you guys.
Okay. It's a it's an alert being sent out to every phone number with an area code from this area.
Fun.
It's notifying everyone that there are dangerous criminals on the loose. The message is from the Special Task Unit Forces being sent out to everybody. It says that there are armed and dangerous individuals on the loose with abnormal abilities, is as it describes. It doesn't go into detail, but says abnormal abilities, armed and dangerous persons. It says if you see any suspicious activity whatsoever, to please respond to this message, and it also gives a phone number and an email address to contact the forces special units if they see any strange activity or armed and dangerous persons, specifically in Rose City.
Ooh, that's no good.
Well, could have been worse.
And
Paranoia was going off there for a second.
It has Jake's mugshot as like an example image on it.
Oh my god. There's dangerous people on the loose? They beat the crap out of us and we got away.
That just sounds like more attention.
You're right.
I still think falling sounds the most believable.
You're probably right. Yeah, okay.
Unless you try to blame Wally again. Came after you because he thought you got Jake in trouble, and we've obviously seen he doesn't have a problem trying to beat up a kid.
No, I think you're probably right on keeping just us away from anything to do with that right now.
We fell.
We fell.
We fell?
Alright, so what do you guys do?
Alright. Oh, we will, walk home.
Walk the rest of the way home.
I will switch my focus to the deception one.
And I'm watching Mom through Batman, so I kind of have my hand on your arm or shoulder.
Your mother is sitting on the couch watching old reruns of some soap opera and is snacking on some rice that looks like some sort of microwave meal. I don't know if that affects how you guys enter the house or not.
Mom's just sitting watching TV. It looks like she's not too stressed out at the moment.
Good. That'll help.
Here's hoping.
Alright, I mean, normal coming through front doors. Let's pretend like it's normal.
Normal day.
Normal day. Everybody's normal. Nobody's weird.
We all fall. We fall all the time.
Nobody has a smashed broken nose.
No, that we are not hiding that fact.
No.
We definitely do have this broken.
All right.
Okay.
Okay,
no, I'm sorry. We were going to discuss healing
It's
as
true.
well. That was something we were trying to discuss and then got sidetracked.
Yeah, before the text interrupts us.
Going to
And I'll keep an eye out while she's
healing
casting.
word.
Oh, I guess there's no real motions for that, is there?
I think that's just semantic
Verbal?
and verbal.
Yeah.
That's cure wounds and one healing word, so we could both get some healing.
But most spells do have a visual effect regardless.
So,
Kids still have sprinklers.
then I will stick with that, keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Oh, that's a terrible one. It's terrible.
How many spell slots do you have left?
So far, I actually haven't used very many. I used one last time. I used one today, and that's not counting my beast shapes. So I have 4 first level.
I know that so
One
far
second
today
level.
you have used poison spray,
It's a
healing
cantrip.
word. Poison spray is a cantrip? Oh, okay. Okay, so there's just 2 then. Healing word and cure wounds.
Yep, that's what I have to. And
Did you also use healing word on the freeway at any point?
Healing word? No.
So,
Okay.
it's just on healing
Dojo.
word on me in the dojo, and then a cure wounds on Tim, I think.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was all.
Yeah, because everybody got the healing from that one, right? Okay, so come on. All right, so I'm going to heal. I'm going to do cure wounds on each of us at first level. So that'll be 2 slots for that. And for yours,
Is there any particular animal you associate with healing? Otherwise, I'm sticking with spiritual leeches.
I liked it. A little medieval, but yeah.
well, sorry, give me 1 second. I would say it'd be more like vines.
Okay, sure.
The vines are like knitting.
That was really cool, actually.
13
Cool image.
Okay.
for
And
Trevor,
Heal yourself.
and 10 for me,
okay.
Is that 13?
13 for you. Mhm.
Some ethereal
That's
spiritual
beautiful.
vines appear on your wounds and begin knitting your skin together. The spiritual vines blend into your skin and disappear as they finish healing.
So cool.
You can't really see it too well, but it just sees those vines go at it, probably. That's about it.
You can see them grow out of and
Slightly.
reshape her nose as it puts it back together.
Is it less bruised too?
That's amazing.
How much did you heal yourself for?
10.
And how damaged were you?
I'm trying to find that. There we go. I was down to 8, but then I leveled, so I gained 5, so I'm at 13.
Right, but how much damage you taken? Because I don't even know what you're at. I know how hurt you are.
My total's 27,
Okay.
so I'm about half.
Okay. So yeah, you mostly heal up from that then. And your chest feels really, really itchy afterwards.
Oh, those healing itches. Ugh. I know that too
You
well.
can feel the scab flaking underneath your shirt.
So she doesn't look too bad.
She looks a lot
Face-wise
better.
now.
Yeah, she looks a lot better.
Okay. Oh, I think that worked pretty well.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds much, or I mean, it looks much more believable for a simple fall.
The
Okay.
nose looks ever so slightly crooked. Just ever so slightly.
Okay, maybe Mom can pop that back in place.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
How do I look at it?
It's looking much better, right? Because
Okay.
let's see, 13 would have been. All right, so she like picture does the mom, twisting that.
Not really sure exactly how beat up you were, but you've been healed twice since being beat up.
Yeah, I'm back to full hit points
Yeah.
with that. It was overhealing on that one.
Okay,
that you gave me,
you look fully normal then. You don't even look injured now.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
You fell.
I think we look good. You look like almost something you haven't.
That's awesome. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay.
Oh, screw presidentiation.
Right? You're way better than Byron. High five.
I can always buy you a new jacket. Let's go. That thing just really shredded my coat,
I mean,
my
it's
shirt.
right, it's crazy.
That's just
And
crazy.
we just threw the shirt away after that, right? Or do you still have it? Are we throwing that away?
Oh yeah, that's gone.
In the distance, you
no.
guys see a police vehicle starting to drive down the block.
Seriously, are they following us? Alright, well, let's head in.
How close are we at the house? Right.
They are a block away, and you are like 5 houses away from your house.
Oh.
Okay, we'll start
Pretty far away.
walking.
Well, every single time I say
Quickly.
you guys are about to get to your house, you're like, no.
We're like, no, yeah.
No,
Fully
it's fine.
agree.
It's okay. I didn't know we were going to be punished. No, don't speed up.
Just a casual walk?
Yeah, casual.
Act casual? How warm is it out?
65.
Okay.
Yeah, fly casual.
Fly casual. How do you fly casual? Okay. We'll walk casually to the house then.
Okay. Police vehicle just drives right by, doesn't notice you. Okay. You're at the front door.
He'll pull out his keys or something. I'm guessing it's normally locked.
Alright, ready?
Unlock the door.
As soon as the door starts to open.
You see as your mother stands up and puts on her stern face when she hears the door locking.
Oh. Hobbling into the house.
It's alright, Robin. Come on. It's okay. We'll
Where have you been?
Oh, Mom, you're home. Oh, good.
Good, you're home.
Oh.
Where were you?
We were at the movies when you called.
And I made him stop at the park.
It's
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
We ended up having to walk home.
Yeah. I mean, we had to walk all the way back from the park. And then she...
I
The
think
park where all the police were a day ago. That park.
Yeah. I mean, they're not there anymore.
The park that is like 15 minutes away from our house on foot is why you're not back until 10 o'clock.
Yeah. She tripped and hurt herself, alright?
And then what happened? She fell unconscious and you stood over and stared at her for 5 hours?
I made us go to Autumn Lake.
Why were you at Autumn Lake? Walks over to you.
Because I heard on the news that Will Reeves is going to be over there, and I thought maybe
Are you
could
fucking
get
kidding me?
glimpse
Go
of
to your
it.
rooms now. No, shut up. Go to your rooms right now. You are both grounded.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't want to hear it. Go. March. March.
Sheriff, my nose still hurts.
Well, I'm sure Mom will take a look at it. Come on, let's go upstairs. Mom, you should really take a look at it. It looks a little crooked.
What? She walks over, grabs you, spins you around. You're wearing his shirt?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Pulls your chin up. What happened? What happened to your nose?
Tried to tell you. I got too close to one of the rockier edges, and I fell, and my shirt tore to shreds, and I smashed my face. And
what is wrong with you? I thought you were going to go fix a computer.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, where's the money?
I got it on the card. Do you want it?
Grabs it out of your hand.
Not the whole card.
March.
But Mom. Hey. Can help Robin, right?
Robin's heading up the stairs.
Hey,
Okay.
go heads up, just slouching
glares at
afterwards.
both of you. She looks very pissed.
Right, heads upstairs.
You are both grounded. You cannot leave the house until the end of the week.
Slam.
Don't slam the door.
Robin goes in. Robin just goes. No. Goes. Opens up Trevor's door and then slams it again behind her.
She comes stomping up after you.
Do the doors have locks? I
Inside
had
the house.
a lot of doors have locks.
At least the master ones do. I can see ours probably not have.
Oh. Alright, then she leans against the door.
Against Trevor's door?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in here with me? I thought you just came to slam my door.
Roll strength, Robin.
Do I get advantage because I'm actually just using my dead weight?
No.
Oh. Why did it have to be strength? Anything but strength. Oh!
It became a natural one.
It's
not a
so
natural one, so it
The door flies open. You see as Robin flies across your room and face plants into your desk. Your nose hurts again.
Oh my God, Robin!
I'm probably bleeding from that.
Your mom storms in and proceeds to grab you by your hair
Holy shit.
and begins trying to pull you out of the room.
I can't act that kind of screaming without it being like really bad for the microphone. So imagine a child screaming. She grabs mom's, by her hands and wrists and starts saying, no, put me down. Ah!
Drags you into your room and says, "Don't come out!" And then slams the door and goes stomping down. Okay.
That happened.
Does anybody not go to bed?
Layla will make sure that her duffel bag still has its contents in it.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah?
Does not go to bed.
What do you do?
I'm staying awake until mom goes to bed.
Okay, she's not going to bed.
I'll outwait her. She's more tired than me.
Probably not.
She's always tired.
Yeah, but she worked at night and slept during the day while you were gone.
You never catch up on sleep.
True. Text.
Okay.
2 of the other burner phones. Is everyone all right? Did everybody make it home okay?
It's like sitting in bed. Look at the burn.
Oh God.
Yes. Dash. Nadia.
No.
Yes.
Layla.
Apparently Layla didn't make it home.
Oh wait,
Archie.
he asked if everyone was okay.
Made it home.
And
too.
did
There was
everybody
2
make it
questions.
home?
Everybody go.
So, no to the, okay, yes, I'm home.
It's like, okay, good. I don't think Byron's gonna answer.
And then Robin starts her own thread with everybody included and says, "Is everybody okay?" With the burner phones.
Really?
Really?
No, Layla. Or wait.
Yes.
And then-
Nadia.
She texts Trevor, "Brother! Layla's not okay! We need to do something to help her!"
We probably can't leave. Do you need our help?
It's more of a mental not okay.
I agree.
Sad face.
Tree emoji.
While you're looking at your phone, Trevor,
It's a
you see
willow
that
and
you
it's
do have a
weeping.
new email.
Okay, I'll take a look at the email, pop it open.
Okay.
Spam. Norton antivirus is fine.
Sexy single near you.
Anyway.
Natural male
No,
enhancement.
the email is actually from Mr. Petty. He sent it on Sunday, but you haven't said you checked your email or anything
Sure,
for
yeah,
a while.
yeah,
So, and it's him thanking you for the homework you turned in, and reminding you there's no school on Monday because of the accident or events that happened at the school.
He smiles like,
But
yeah,
he tells you
he's a good guy.
He tells you you did a good job, though.
Sweet. At least something's going well today.
What's his name?
Mr. Petty.
Mr. Petty.
Petty.
Like petty as in, oh, that person's so petty, or...
Yep, that's how it's spelled.
Okay. That's how we spelled it.
That was better.
Do you think we need to get new burners now that Byron's with them and he leaves them in capitals?
I don't know. What do you think?
IDK.
It would be really good if Byron would answer us.
I don't think.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I didn't include Byron on it, just the...
Oh, mine did.
Oh, yours did. Oh, I just misunderstood.
So to all the burner phones.
Oh, I thought you said only to their burner phones.
All the burner.
I have totally misunderstood that. I wouldn't have sent out a separate...
I thought you were just being a little shit. Like, no, I wanted to start
I
this
thought you were
shit.
just messaging those two, and I'm like, and she's
Yeah.
just sitting there going, I don't know what's going on.
Also, I thought yours did include Byron because you specifically said I sent one out to everybody.
Oh. Sorry, Byron. I didn't mean to not include you and everybody. You,
It seems
but
like
dude-
Raz already knows about us. Question mark?
knows of us, at least.
He knows others have powers near Byron. Made that pretty clear.
I think new phones would be a good idea.
How do you suppose we go about getting them?
Walmart?
Ew.
Someone else is going to have to get them, though. At least for the moment.
She's
We're-
right.
We're a little landlocked.
How do you even get the new ones then?
Well, you're going to come around to the side of the house and he'll telepath it up. He'll Jedi that shit.
That's not obvious.
You should speak a little bit more general.
Oops, sorry. LOL.
Shit. Naughty would not understand what that is, and I just totally actually understood what that was. You guys are weird. Nobody would notice though, right? ...
I don't think so.
Okay.
We do it smart like, maybe we'll be fine. I'll
So-
start watching more movies.
Do you guys stay up the entire night texting each other?
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Layla will want to bring something up.
Okay, so
Sure.
there's more to break. Okay, so not all night, but there is more conversation.
Yes. My dad wants me to tell him everything that happened. ... Exactly as it happened. ...
What are you gonna say?
Of course he does.
Good luck with that story.
I didn't know what to do. He's a lawyer. How do I lie to him?
Keep it simple.
Keep it safe.
Don't give too much information.
Don't tell everything,
Speak the truth,
but don't
speak
lie.
the truth.
As 10 minutes.
That
Oh, that
sounds very
Layla
lawyery.
does not get that at all. Speak the truth. Don't speak the truth. Her head starts hurting. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, you guys should let Nadia and Layla come up with a plan.
Thanks for the help. Period. Sentence.
You're welcome. Smiley face.
Ah, she actually used punctuation.
Robin starts a message to just her. They're talking crazy. I'm sorry. I couldn't even understand that.
Yeah.
Do you want some actual advice?
Yes. Yes.
Tell them as much as you can, but leave certain details out.
Like what?
It's how.
I know.
You know, it is actually.
That's what Nadia was trying to say.
Yeah, I know. But you speak in riddle. My son. Well, leaving out the group, leave out. She kind of like gives a list of certain, like leaving out these names, leave out that where you were on, you know that, or you know just certain.
Layla, you'll need to tell Layla exactly.
Oh shit!
Maybe
I don't want to take up all the time.
maybe
doing that.
Taylor can interpret what exactly is said by Robin to Layla. Because right now we've spent 2 hours of the session of you guys just driving home.
Okay, yeah, right. I don't want to spend the whole. And that was kind of my thought. I was like, I don't want to get into too much detail. But I can write things down.
Okay. Layla will
And
try
so,
and
yeah, she spends
understand.
the rest of the night texting Layla about different things to not talk about.
I go to bed.
Trevor will eventually try to go to bed. I'm sure.
Okay.
Events will keep him up for a little while longer, but eventually does off.
Okay. So things are going to happen in the morning with Nadia and Layla. So I'd like you guys to both roll a d20 so I can figure out which person stuff happens with first.
19.
Good.
11.
Good. You know,
Okay.
It's your time.
Nadia, you wake up to your phone ringing in the morning. You look at it. It's a unrecognized number. You don't know. And it's unknown area code as well. And this is your normal phone, not the burner, by the way.
Yeah. Hello?
Okay. Nadia, is that you? Oh, shit. It's Jason.
Jason, what the fuck?
Nadia, things aren't going so well here, okay? I'm not supposed to be calling you, but something happened.
What?
Something not good. I'm not sure what to do. My wallet was stolen. I wasn't supposed to be carrying it, but I was. Somebody bad took it. Look, just be careful, okay? I'm sorry.
What do you mean, be careful?
Just be careful, okay?
Where are you?
I can't talk. I'm not supposed to be calling right now. Just things have happened, okay? Just be careful. Be safe.
How am I involved? Did you have shit in your wallet about me? What the fuck? What should I be worrying about? What should I watch for?
Well, we're not supposed to carry our wallets or carry our phones or carry anything while we're out. And I had my wallet and it said who I was and where I was from. Just be careful, okay?
Okay, I get you. Okay.
Like I gotta go. Then
Click.
hangs up.
Fuck you.
Okay, now moving over to Layla.
Oh no.
Layla, what do you do in the morning? More specifically, what time do you wake up? And tell me what you do before you go downstairs. Doesn't need to be extremely lengthy, just what do you
wakes
do?
up at 10:30, and first thing she does is get on her computer.
Okay.
Checks her email, her book face,
Her face space?
face.
Okay. You don't really have any new emails other than a couple bits of random spam, maybe some information about some magazines or websites you're subscribed to.
Okay.
You have some messages from Sadie and Brittany asking when you're going to hang out and if you've got a date yet for the dance and stuff like that, and gossiping about some guy that Brittany went on a date with.
I'm joking. Sorry.
Okay.
She's just trying to prolong her discussion with her dad.
Okay.
So she gets ready for the day, reviews what Robin sent her, mentally preps herself, and then she will leave her room.
Okay. You get downstairs?
Yes.
Okay. Father's sitting at the table. Breakfast has been prepared. Everybody else has left the room, so it is just your dad at the table waiting for you.
Morning, Dad. How was your trip?
It was good. Sit down, let's talk.
Okay.
How well did you know that boy?
Honestly, not well at all. I made a stupid decision. Not very well at all.
Where'd you meet him?
He was at a football game from a few nights ago.
Okay. Where did you meet him to get into his car with him?
Movie theater?
Okay. Where were you going?
Can I review the map? So we were headed south?
On the freeway, yeah.
Which direction is south?
This way? Or that?
Down is south, yes.
This way south. And the movie theater's over here.
And where were we? Like,
You were north of the movie theater, heading south.
Oh. Where's the movie theater? I thought it was right there.
The movie
It's
theater
right
is
here.
near Nadia's
Yeah,
place.
it's right there.
The gray line is the highway that you guys were on, and you were
it was
a little over halfway down the highway from basically from where Trevor's house is towards the movie theater.
I was going to the library to study some more and do my homework.
Okay, where were you before
Before
heading to the library?
at the movies.
You were going towards the movie theater,
I said we came from the movie theater.
but you were driving towards the movie theater.
He got a little turned around.
Is he drunk?
I certainly hope not.
So do I. Look, Layla, it is important that you tell me what happened. I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm trying to get you out of it. I need to know what happened.
He didn't seem drunk to me.
Okay.
He's-
So if you came from the movie theater and you were going to the library, why were you a mile north of the movie theater? And heading south.
didn't know the directions that well. He was the one who was driving. I should have pulled up directions on my phone. He got turned around for some reason. Maybe he thought we were going to the North Library.
Then why were you driving south?
Because the South Library is a little bit more quiet.
Okay, but why were you north in the first place? The South Library is south of the movie theater that you said you started at. So why did you drive north to turn around to drive south?
Because he mixed up the libraries, I just said.
Okay. Do you have any witnesses that saw you at the movie theater with him?
No.
Does anybody know you were out with him?
No. I saw a friend from school before I met up with him.
Who?
Well, I wouldn't call her a friend. She's a player of some other sport.
Who? He stands up suddenly and slides his chair back.
Hold up.
He says, "You need to think long and hard. There are consequences to your actions. You come find me when you're ready to actually tell me the truth." And he stomps out of the room.
That didn't go good.
Okay, Trevor, you wake up as well as Robin.
Yeah. Oh. Checks his phone. And no new messages.
You might have a "that didn't go good."
Okay, I wasn't sure what time.
If that was to a group message, I have no idea.
Yeah, it was.
I was going to ask you, I forgot, did I take any damage when I hit
Oh,
the...
long rest.
When I hit the...
Oh, yeah.
No?
The desk.
You're fine.
Okay. But we're right
It
before.
was more of a fumble as a result of your one than any experience.
He'll text back. Anything we all need to worry about?
I tried just telling him a simple story. He knows it's not the truth of what I told him. I told him I was going to the movies. I only met this friend a week ago, or not even a week ago. I made a stupid decision in trusting him.
Roll deception. Because now you're lying to them.
I'm trying to explain it.
You just told all of them that you told your father that you were on your way to the movies, and that's not what you told your father.
Oh, that's true.
From the movies.
Well, she's still typing. So she said that she met up with him at the movies.
Is that what you tell them now? Because it's not what you said you said.
Well, she hasn't sent the message yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just explaining to them what you sent them.
I'll say period when I'm done.
Okay, okay,
She'll just reiterate what she told her dad then.
okay.
Not trying to be stealthy.
You just misspeaking.
My bad. I thought you were
Period,
trying
send.
to tell them a different story. I'm sorry.
No. She's telling them that what she told her dad, I wouldn't say the truth because what she told her dad is technically not the truth, but...
Okay.
Well, do you think you're going to get away with it?
He knows I'm not telling the truth. I can feel it. He wants me to tell him the absolute truth. Period, sent.
Of course he does. But do you think you could get away with what you told him?
Oh, that makes Layla's brain hurt. I don't know, honestly. Period, sent.
Keep us posted. We'll be at home all day.
I'm getting tired of hiding. It's too stressful, period, end.
Agreed, but I think we're already past that point.
Alright guys, so tell me what you guys do today.
Layla will stay in her room and just browse on her computer the news, like keeping posted on the criminals armed and dangerous if they have any physical descriptions.
Okay. Anybody else? What are they doing today?
We'll check out what Mom's up to. Is she working today?
Yes.
Of course. Alright, I mean, then just kind of relax around the house, watch the news, try to keep an eye on what's going on with the texts that were going on between us, plus trying to see if there's anything more from that Special Forces. He'll Google that a little bit on the computer.
What specifically?
More about that Special Forces task, or the mass task text, and see if, I don't know, there's any more news or if they've elaborated than just what was on the text, like if there's, that there was contact information or whatever it was. So I don't know if there's like a website as well or anything like that. I mean, he's not calling the number or anything like that.
Okay.
Just seeing if there's elaborations, descriptions of the individuals who are armed and dangerous.
Alright, Robin and Nadia?
Good. Good.
Nadia wants to, her goal is to go to the music shop.
Okay.
So she's going to walk down to the bar to walk out, and when she walks in, knowing what Jason had told her, she's going to look around extra carefully. Is anybody in the bar?
I'll go over, I'll let you guys role play through what you're doing, but first I'm trying to get a good idea of what everybody wants to do today.
Sure, that's my plan.
Okay.
And I'd like to
Yeah. Robin, what are your plans for the day?
She's going to prepare some time with her spells, doing some meditation.
Are you going out looking for material components or something?
No, because that would be
Breach of groundedness.
I'll look for work.
Okay, well, while you're thinking, I'll go over what some of the other people talked about. So, for both Layla and Trevor, you do see some stuff on the news. There's a woman being interviewed on the news about the accident. She is talking about how she saw a little girl transform into a cat at the scene and jump on the back of a boy in a bright red hoodie. She describes him as having black hair and blue eyes, and she talks about how the little girl had a ripped open shirt and red hair, and just goes into detail describing this girl transforming into a cat in the middle of the accident, jumping on the back of a boy who ran off. There's also some one of the reporters, it doesn't show them interviewing, but says that he talked to one of the police officers who was knocked unconscious at the scene and was found at the bottom of a hill. And he talked about how he was chasing a boy in red. Let's see. They say that the Special Forces unit says that it's possible that the people described here could be the armed and dangerous individuals that they sent out the alert for, and to be aware, and that some of these people may not necessarily be adults. They could appear to be unassuming children. that the group that they are looking for is not beneath using children. With more of your research, Trevor, you are able to find that you're able to find a little bit more information about Rasputin. You find out that after you see his name mentioned a couple times on a couple things you look up regarding the forces and Section 9 in general, you find that Rasputin is one of the people mediating between the Air Force and the forces, and that he has been a participant in both the organization and the Air Force for a long time, so it only made sense that he was working with them. You know that he is the youngest Air Force general in history, and you find some allusions to him working at the Pentagon in the past, but you can't find anything about his life before that, which sort of makes sense because he's not a particularly famous person. Let's see. How much effort are you putting into this?
It can't go anywhere, so he's got nothing else to do. I'll put at least a couple hours into it.
Roll 2 hacking checks for me.
Okay. 19 and 17.
Okay.
And here's a die back.
You're able to find that the forces, through some hacking, you find some articles about how they are looking for special individuals, sort of alludes to, doesn't say directly, but through your own knowledge and experience combined with the context of what you're reading, that the force's main goal is to hunt down people with special abilities and to remove them from society. You're able to, it doesn't directly say that, but through your knowledge of everything that's been going on combined with the articles you read. You also find that Rasputin has been in charge of a military base codenamed Haven.
That name came up.
Let's see. So, Robin, did you figure out what you're doing?
So, if she spends time with Shillelagh since that's her focus, does she have to go get the spell components?
Shillelagh replaces any and all components you need that don't have a listed monetary value in the book.
Okay.
So
that would be what she's focusing on.
You're just sort of like holding Shillelagh and sort of
yeah.
Okay.
So she has it laying across her lap,
okay.
like cross-legged, and just meditating over it, and not hitting things.
Okay. So kind of like a day of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You come downstairs into the bar. Right what time would you say you came downstairs?
Say like 11.
Okay.
11:30.
When you come down, the only person there at the moment is Henry, and he is sitting behind the bar and he is eating some eggs. Looks up briefly, says, "Good morning, Nadia."
Morning. Did you stay here all night?
Yeah, I'm gonna be staying here for a little bit. Just a
Okay.
little bit, probably about a week.
Where's Hannah? She's usually here.
She's sleeping. She kind of sleeps sometimes.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, she asked me to watch the place while she was gone. But honestly, I think we should just lock it up. Like, nobody's gonna come to the bar at like 11 in the morning, you know?
Yeah. No. I suppose that's true. So how long are you staying here for?
Probably till the end of the week or so.
Okay. How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I got kind of banged up yesterday.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. Sparring match went a little out of hand. Not the one with Trevor. I had another sparring match later.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name?
Trevor knew.
Went down a little bit. I'm gonna head over to that music shop.
All right.
Who should I talk to about the custom case that you were talking about?
Oh, actually, Jackson made mine.
Oh. Well, he's not around. Does he work there?
No, I bought the case and then I brought it to him and he customized it for me. He likes making stuff.
Cool. Well, I suppose I'm gonna go pick up, what did you say, a bass? Or a guitar or something?
Well, whatever you like.
Okay.
Want me to go with you? I could lock the place up.
Sure. We can only pick something out that looks cool.
Alright. He hops over the bar.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Well, he doesn't use the injured arm. He's got his left arm in a sling. It doesn't look like it's actually broken, but it looks like he doesn't want to move it around a lot.
Yeah, sprained.
So, as you guys are leaving, he locks up the front door, which you have a key to do as well, just for future reference. And then he starts walking towards the music shop. He goes, so what have you been up to?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just a lot of stuff's been going on.
Believe me, I know. You know, you should be careful, Nadia.
Did Jason call you this morning?
Scratching his face. No.
He's an idiot.
Jason call you?
Yeah. Now don't tell anyone else, because I know he's already gonna be in deep shit, right?
What happened?
He said that his wallet was stolen. The dumbass brought it with him on his mission. He told me to be careful.
He bites his lip. Takes
So
a
just
deep breath.
watch yourself, okay?
I haven't been to talk to you about this, Nadia. Look, I don't know what you're into or what you're up to, but you need to be careful, okay? Like, find a way to, if you're into some stuff, make sure you find a way to keep your identity safe.
Okay.
And he walks through, you guys get to the music store.
Okay. Walk in.
And he starts looking around and checking stuff out. Says, hey, we want to look at some basses. What do you got? A clerk comes out, starts showing you different musical instruments, and if you're interested in something else, they'll show you that as well. What would Nadia be interested in?
Is there any like flame patterns on
Sure.
any of the bases?
You can, Stacy can make up whatever sort of look she wants for an instrument. And I'll say they have it.
Okay.
Unless you tell me that you want something that's like solid gold, like diamond ruby.
Yeah, no. Anyway. No, I think she's just gonna look for like a black base with the flame on the front.
Okay. Red flames or like purple flames or?
Red and purple.
Okay.
I was thinking like yellow, orange, red, purple, like just
Okay.
kind of like bright, like stuff on the front.
All right.
And a nice, like, not too heavy, like a light case to go with it, but like sturdy.
Okay. He goes, you're gonna want something dick.
Okay. So I relay that like I want something that's like really tough. That won't break it.
Okay.
But I don't want it to drag me down
Very-
either.
Okay. The clerk rings you up. It looks like it's going to be like somewhere around like 150 credits, and
How much is that in dollars?
in dollars that would be around $3,000. And
Man, inflation's a bitch.
Henry hands his credit card to the guy. Goes, I got it.
Hmm.
He
Henry
brings
is
it up
doing
and hands it to you. He goes, yeah, here you go.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's nothing. It's chump change.
Where are you getting all that money from? He doesn't tell me.
He like looks at you. 1 second.
Like joking around, like not being a total dick.
Okay. He goes, oh, it was cheap. It's fine. It didn't cost that much.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll drop it for now.
Drops the guitar. Or the
Well, and then drop the topic for now.
Okay.
She's gonna ream about it later, I'm sure.
And he also buys some like random starter guides, like some like
Oh, like books, like how to
kind
play
of
bass.
like a
books.
bass for dummies sort of thing. Like,
Yellow cover and everything.
Those are good books.
they are actually.
Don't knock 'em.
I in real life have owned some of those, and
Yeah.
they're actually very helpful.
Yeah.
I'm not making fun, just
No. Do it.
giggling that he's
Anyway,
buying.
it may not necessarily be that title. I'm just saying it's like guides on like how to do stuff. Anyway, so then he starts walking back.
Okay.
Isn't this
Walks
your
back
guys' music?
to.
He's walking back towards the
not
bar,
wrong.
but if
Huh?
you want to go somewhere else, you can, or you can tell him. But he just assumes that you guys are walking back to the bar.
Yeah,
more
that's what I'm
swanky.
going to.
Hers is more swanky.
They're arguing about whose music this is.
This?
Not arguing, debating.
Oh,
Discussing.
it's not any of your music. This is a quote
Yeah.
theme neutral one.
Okay.
Nice. So we're like, we don't think it's anybody's, but like,
Anyway,
We were right.
yeah,
okay,
sort of.
Yeah, so she walks back with him.
all right. Anything else you want to do during the day? Are you trying to spend the day with him, or?
I'm going to. So when we get back to the bar, it's like, will you let me know when Jackson's back? See if I can commission him to.
Oh, he's in. He's over with.
Nope, go.
Give me a second while I double
Thought you
check the
didn't want
name
it.
before I get the name wrong.
There you go. Thought you were trying to hand it back to me.
It says he's over in Blake's room. Actually, you want me to bring the case to him and tell him that you want to change a bit?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be
normal
a good idea.
stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, that should be fine.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that. And he takes the case from you, and he leaves you with the instrument. He only takes the case.
Yeah.
And he heads off.
Don't let Blake fuck it up. That's his walking away.
Trust me, Blake won't be touching anything.
She's have to just
Grabs
Tell
the
him.
books and stuff and the guitar and
I wouldn't blame
finds
her
a
for
seat in the corner in the
Start
bar
practicing.
and tries to play. Tries to read it.
Alright. Because this is your first time, I would like you to make a performance check with disadvantage.
Oh,
Are
it's
you
okay.
Scanlin?
I'm gonna be really. Think I should be Scanlon?
Yeah.
That's rolled 2 19s in a row.
You're perfect.
Yeah, you're right. I'm supposed to roll that. Except for I get a negative. So
And
and
it's
it's disadvantage. So
Disadvantage, yeah.
I'm gonna get some inspiration dice.
okay, it's not terrible. I'm gonna roll an inspiration. That really sucks. Okay. 9.
9.
9.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Plus 1.
Well, the good news is it
Minus 2.
isn't the worst anybody's ever heard. The bad news is it isn't good either. You get a couple people who walk through, older gentlemen, who say, like, "Ah, Nadia, you're learning bass? Interesting." Like another one, like, "The fuck is wrong with you?"
Benny!
Sure.
Oh my god, that guy. I used to see him as like that one cranky old guy that sits in the corner and the only time he talks is just to be like a complete asshole. That's awesome.
Hannah at one point comes down and just like,
Morning, sunshine.
she's just like, "You're gonna make my ears bleed."
Okay.
Just irritated as she goes about like wiping down the counters. Alright, so
embarrassing.
that's how you guys spend all your day. Right? Is everybody cool with how they spent their day? You spent meditating and focusing on your abilities. All of you guys got a full rest, were able to heal. You guys were researching and watching the news, etc. You also hear about how on the news you also find, along with the information about the accident, they also talk about how the truck was the forces truck that was carrying the arrested police killer, Jake Short, and how he was found dead at the scene in the car crash. And we also talk about Tim and how Tim is currently in the hospital, but they he's a suspect in the attack on the vehicle because he was a known close friend of Jake Short. And any questions regarding that? You can find almost any information you want regarding the accident. So is there anything specific that you guys would look up? Because by the end of the day, everything is on the news about it. This was a very public accident through the middle of a frickin' highway. Like,
Boy in red escaping from scene with a girl who turned into a cat.
Right.
yeah, there's plenty of information. So if you guys have any questions about this, you are able to find the answer most likely.
They will send Trevor a text in the group chat. Hey Trevor, going to switch out your red hoodie?
I was just thinking that.
Does a question for the scene or whatever? Did the forces like say anything about their vehicle, or just that they were transporting a?
There is
known
talk
criminal?
about how the forces vehicle was attacked. They were transporting the criminal Jake Short, and how it does talk about how his death was an accident. One of their agents was injured at the scene.
But survived.
Yeah, there's speculation about the large ripped hole in the top of the truck. They don't actually know what caused it, but forces are speculating that it was somebody who attacked the vehicle.
Okay, I have another question. I'm not to bring that. Is there any mention anywhere in the news about any camera footage of the highway?
No. The most they have is police dash cams after everything's already occurred.
And then, go ahead.
1 second. They can see a red splotch zipping off on a blurred motorcycle in the distance on one of the cams. But luckily I rolled low enough that they can't make out any specific details.
Is there anything on the news with the scene that took place that talked about, two parts here, talked about any of the ice damage that was on the road and what they suspect it could be, and B, if anybody saw any weird freaky power things?
Well, there was a girl who transformed into a cat.
Aside from that.
Yeah. No, there's no other mention about any weird power freaky things or anything like that. They don't mention the ice, but you can see like that there is some like ice and snow on the ground and melted water in some of the dash cam footage, but they don't specifically talk about that.
Okay.
Any other suspects mentioned?
Nobody else is mentioned by name. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they can't reveal my name.
Right.
Your dad would fucking kill them all.
Yeah.
Sue them to death.
Say hello to my little friend. At some point, Robin will come down and check in with Trevor. You know.
As far as I know, Trevor didn't go down. He's just been in his room, unless I'm mistaken.
Just that little while he went to check to see if Mom was home or not.
Right.
And
Oh.
probably gonna get some food at some point.
Well, I guess that's what
Yeah,
I was
too.
thinking. There would be food, and usually you feed her. So.
And then the last thing I'd like to
Truth.
do before bed, I'd like to take the equipment and stuff
No,
to
she
my
doesn't,
room.
and then she's.
But I'd like to like just go down and just practice in the dojo and just like get out some frustrations and from everything that happened.
Okay.
Just
Oh.
just practicing our moves and stuff, and if there's anybody there, just like sparring.
Okay. Are you practicing with any sort of weapon? And
No,
okay.
just solo, like just.
Okay. Jackson is willing to spar with you at some point.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Do you want to role play through it, or do you want to just say that you guys sparred?
I don't know. I kind of want to roll some dice.
Okay. Roll
I don't
initiative.
want to take the rest of the session though. $12.
You go first. Okay, you guys are on a mat. I'll throw a mat out here real quick.
Where's my big dice? I think it's my bag. Hey, you still have my mini.
Yep.
It magically disappeared.
What do you do?
I'm going to attack.
Okay, a punch.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
Everyone leaves the table.
I get some more.
15.
I think that hits. That definitely hits.
I forgot what. Oh, that's strength, I think. 4.
Okay. How do you want to hit him?
Just like let's see, this one come up and kind of just like boom,
Okay. Punch him in the gut. Like, oh!
and then I want to take my second attack, like because I get 2 attacks per
Yep.
action.
Go for it.
Same 15.
Okay.
5 damage.
Okay.
It's kind of like bam, bam,
Okay. First he doubles over. Second hit, he kind of turns aside. Oh!
and then kind of like flip around and like try to like kick out his feet.
Okay. Do your bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
11.
That still hits.
Seriously.
Yup.
5.
Okay.
Damn, I'm like kicking
You go
his
and you
ass.
kick him, flops over, bam! Hits the ground hard. He is unconscious.
Is Jackson a fighter?
I don't know.
Does he actually fight? I mean,
Well, he was down there training before she even arrived, so.
Shit. Kind of slap his face to get him to wake up. Wake up! I didn't mean to hit you that hard. Come on.
Oh, I feel sick.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
You just kill him.
Yeah.
He eventually crawls up. He says, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom."
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did knock him unconscious.
I'll try again next time. As he walks off, he looks like a little bit cross-eyed as he
I'm
stumbles away.
sorry, Jackson. Sorry, I'll make you tea later.
That'll make it better.
Okay. And
Cute.
I guess you trained some more.
Yeah, just
Okay.
trying to get it. Obviously, my aggression just like I hit him three times. Shit. And then I'm gonna go to bed. So.
Okay. Everybody eventually go to bed.
Do you have anything you want to say?
Mm.
You were looking for me.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Yeah, why are you apologizing? What do you apologize for?
Did you forget it because I was said no one did butt in or anything?
No,
Okay.
you are just fine. More than likely it's because I stood up and did something else that I forgot.
Does everybody eventually head to bed for the day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he'll toy with some of his abilities a little bit more, try to flesh some stuff out, but nothing that really needs to be gone through.
What kind of feeling does Layla get from the orb of light? Like, is it like kind of like a soothing, warm feeling, or like ominous?
It does not project a feeling of any kind.
Okay.
And it is neither warm nor cold. It is room temperature.
Okay.
Actually, there's one thing that I would, after how her mother treated her, she does spend some of the time alone, but she does seem unusually attached to Trevor's side.
Okay.
In trying to be in the, in the corner, out of the way, kind of thing, to not irritate him because he likes his privacy.
Also, at some point during the day, I forgot to mention this, at some point during the day when your mother does come home, she would mention to you guys that your father is coming home tomorrow.
Oh, cool. When?
Sometime in the afternoon.
All right. Good. We can't wait to see Dad. It's been a while.
Been a while.
Sigh.
Okay.
Can I get my credit card back?
No.
But why?
You're grounded.
You took the 5 creds off there, right? There's 5 creds, by the way. That's pretty good.
You're grounded.
I know. That's why I'm staying here. Okay.
Not buying any subscriptions to any games.
That's something to do.
Not shopping on Amazon.
But it's Amazon days. Okay.
Alright.
Now Amma World.
Let's see here.
No.
Actually, I would like both Robin and Trevor to also roll perception during the day.
Natural 20.
Nice. 14.
Okay.
You got your inspiration?
No, that's true.
True.
20. There we go.
Okay.
Good call. Thanks, guys.
I mean, it's almost.
That's,
Yeah,
I know. I see. I always forget about it. These little details.
You find another picture in one of your drawers, Trevor. It's a picture of you and David hanging out and working on some sort of little project. It looks like you're building some kind of like little battle robot or something. And you notice something in particular with your natural 20 in the background. You see in the background, this picture was taken at David's house, at Layla's house, and you see his computer. But more importantly, you notice the external hard drive that was found beneath the school plugged into his computer. And this picture looks to be about 2 years ago.
Huh.
You still have that.
I do. Both of his hard drives right now. Robin,
Hey.
come here. Take a look at this one. And I'll show the picture and be like, in the background there, look at that hard drive back there, that external one, look like the one, hold on, he goes over to the drawer and pulls out the external hard drive. Does it look like this one?
They're identical.
They're identical.
Right? I mean, looking at my age there, that's got to be at least 2 years old.
Oh.
No, you're not 2 years old. Oh, the picture's 2 years old. I'm sorry.
I didn't know you had such
You
ingenious.
didn't build a robot when you were 2, Trevor. Okay, you're not that
He's
smart.
really good at it. Started young.
At that point, no, there's some gibberish and not just.
Something.
Bird name.
Why did they? It's that hard drive. I mean, that's at Lynn's house, but it was in the school when we found, or when they found it. So he must have
looked at it.
The hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that we found all that, or just his personal records on. There was like nothing else on it, but.
Why would he have his personal records on his hard drive that somehow ended up in the school basement?
Because he transferred from the other school and implanted a cover story.
Like, this is something that goes back for years.
Right.
Oh, wait. What's the newest photo that we've seen of them? Like, have you been able to pinpoint? I mean, we assume that he disappeared with us recently, but what if it's been longer than we think?
The most recent picture that you saw of him was a video of him the day that you guys disappeared.
Oh, that's right. Retracting that comment because. Oh, wait, he was on that video. Okay, never mind. It just feels like things aren't right. Aren't
I mean, he had the yearbook
chronologically
one,
right.
and it seemed
Current.
right.
I don't know.
Alright. But eventually, and you can use this information tomorrow, you guys do eventually all go to bed. In the morning, really quick here. Robin, you toss and turn in your sleep. And as you begin to wake up, you feel extreme anxiety. You start to get this strange feeling. It's difficult to discern. It's a combination of feeling threatened, a bit angry, and an almost maternal instinct to protect something.
That mind reaches out for Batman.
As you open your eyes, you feel very small. You look up at the kitchen table, which you are underneath. You step forward with a black paw.
Mm-hmm.
And then this frantic feeling becomes more intense. You have to do something. You begin sprinting forward on all fours. And you rush to a cracked window. By cracked, I mean cracked open, not like literally a cracked glass pane.
Okay.
You began frantically pushing at it and trying to wedge your way into it.
Mm-hmm.
Began yowling and meowing, trying to get through. You scratch at the screen frantically, and you tear a hole and you go leaping out. You're almost in a sort of, it almost feels like a sort of sleep paralysis. You can decide how Robin feels about this in particular, but while you can see through Batman's eyes and you can feel what she's feeling as she's running down the street, you can't change or influence her action. It may dawn on you that you're still asleep.
Okay.
Batman frantically goes running down the street, heading north. She passes underneath a fence at the north end of your block and begins running through the grassy fields towards the trees.
Mm-hmm.
1 second here. Okay.
With that music.
Batman goes running into the woods, charging through the trees down a familiar path that you recognize.
Mm-hmm.
Because you went down this path not too long ago. It's where you create your connection with Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Batman goes running frantically through the woods, feeling stressed, threatened, angry. You pass the large tree where you saw all of those ethereal creatures that seem to give you their blessing, and travel farther north until you come to a clearing. In the clearing, you see a man, and he's surrounded by a pack of very injured and bleeding wolves. 7 wolves surround him, cut open, burnt and bleeding. In his hand, he holds a flaming sword, which he lifts up and uses to light a cigar in his mouth. He has green eyes and wild, windswept blonde hair, and a crisp, clean blue jean jacket with a fluffy white wool lining. You can sense that Batman really doesn't like this person.
Mm-hmm.
Batman hisses. Her hair stands on end as she bares her teeth at this person. And you watch as a spiritual wolf slowly fades into existence, standing over the top of Batman, snarling at this man. Man slowly pulls his cigar out of his mouth with the sword still on fire, hanging at his side. Looks at the wolf confused. The spiritual wolf slowly walks over and places a single paw on top of one of the injured wolves. Lets out a howl. When it does, the wounds on all 7 wolves begin to heal and close. And all 7 wolves start to stand back up, growling and snarling at this person. He cocks his head and then turns and begins sprinting, running away, with a pack of wolves chasing after him. The spiritual wolf fades from existence. You wake up. You still feel tired. You have expended 1 level 1 spell slot.
Thanks, Batman. What the hell was that? I searched for Batman.
You can still see through Batman's eyes. Batman's in the field. Batman is still got the adrenaline pumping, but is calming down.
I will mentally tell Batman to stay there, or come to the great tree, and she's gonna try to sneak out of the house.
How do you attempt to sneak out of the house?
Quietly through the front door.
Front door? Okay. Roll stealth, and Trevor, roll perception.
There's no going back from that.
Is it a 1?
As, no.
As Robin begins to sneak out, she slips in cat piss and flops hard on the ground. There is a loud thump. Trevor just so happens to be walking out of the bathroom when this happens.
Oh, Robin, you alright?
There.
Are you trying to help her story?
Yeah, no. There's something wet. There's cat piss on the floor.
Oh, gross.
He'll
reach back into the bathroom and pull one of like the towels.
Oh, one of the towels.
One of the used towels.
And then
and toss it to you.
All of you, who I'm going to say have woken up, and you guys can decide later what you did first thing in the morning, but all of you start to feel this really uneasy, queasy feeling in your stomach. You feel a little bit lightheaded, wherever you happen to be right now. And then the ground begins to shake.
Brother?
Earthquake! Get into a door frame!
Everybody, dexterity saving throw, do not fall over. It is a pretty strong quake.
Good, another 19.
Dexterity throw?
-1 makes 18.
20.
12.
18.
Layla just woke up and was getting out of bed. She got a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Okay. As it starts to shake, your bed hops up and you go lifted out of the bed and flop on the ground. Who is the 12?
Me.
Okay, you trip and fall to one knee.
Oh.
What did you guys get?
18.
20.
You guys are both like, whoa, whoa, and you guys manage to not fall. So you hear some crashing as some glass hits the ground in the kitchen.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Some books fall from some shelves. And just as suddenly, the quake ends.
Oh, I haven't felt one like that in a while.
Wow, that was a strong one. Holy shit.
Batman's outside.
That's a change of subject, but...
Worried about Batman because Batman's outside.
Batman.
That's probably the safest place actually for him, but... Where? In the backyard?
Her.
I said where?
I know, but you said...
You did say him.
Oh, did I say that?
Yes, you did!
She's not correcting you anymore. It's just move forward. I had a very strange dream this morning, and I don't think it was really a dream.
Batman has run to the tree and is sitting underneath it now. And there's also a single wolf there, as well as the bear.
I need to go.
Where?
She just runs up to starts running upstairs to change her piss-covered clothes.
Chase after her. Where? Where are you going?
I gotta go to the tree. I know. They need me there.
Mom? Are you alright? Did you feel that? Are you home?
Really? She's not home.
Alright, he'll double check her room. Okay, she's gone. Make it quick, okay? Do you need me to come? I mean, what's anything special about this?
I think everything's special about this. But I gotta go, and if you want to stay to cover, that's fine, but...
No, I can't let you go alone.
Then let's not wear that red hoodie anymore. At least for a little while.
Alright, let me go see if I can find a different color.
You look so hard, but there is only red.
It'd be like 90% red. Maybe like
so
one black
old.
one or something.
It's so the only difference is some are so old they're kind of like fading pink.
No, since I'm going to Allen High, there's probably one green one, I would say.
Sure.
Alright, he'll take the one green one then and switch it out and be like,
You remember that you replaced the beige drawstring with a red drawstring for no reason on the green hoodie.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
You just love Christmas too much.
You're the one with the green and red hoodie now.
Oh, man.
And you guys are going towards the tree?
Yeah.
You guys leave? Okay. Are you sprinting, walking? What are you guys doing?
She's sprinting, so.
Are you chasing after her?
Yeah, he'll switch to athletics for his mental focus to keep up.
Okay. She is able to easily slide underneath the fence at the north end of your block. You will not be able to. You will have to climb over.
Slid under?
Yeah.
Okay.
When she notices there's no footsteps following or next to her, just.
Come
on, brother!
Hold on. You see him concentrating. He's like, okay, Rasputin did this. Jack did this. Apparently this can happen, this can happen, this can happen. And he starts concentrating really hard and visualizing himself on the other side of the fence. And just like a flash of kind of bluish mist appears on the other side. Also with a slight sense of kind of that cool blue mist kind of just rolling off him just for a moment before it kind of fades away. And you see him kind of look around like, oh my god!
Holy crap!
Yes!
High five!
Better use it.
Yeah, you got very little time to use it. Okay. You make it to the tree. Trevor, you notice for the first time in the distance that there is Batman sitting alongside a large wolf and a grizzly bear. And your little sister is just like,
Robin, careful! There's a bear up ahead!
I know! He's not that kind of bear, come on!
Sure, it's a bear!
It's okay. I can't explain, come on!
okay, as you guys are walking up,
Proceeds forward slowly. Getting
Robin,
ready.
you get the sense that you are welcome and nothing is going to happen and that you and your brother are both safe. Trevor, as you walk up, you see as the wolf and the bear both show teeth.
Hide behind sister.
Like, no.
Oh, you've grown some balls.
Can I
He's
do...
always grown balls when he's that sounds terrible.
Oh my god.
But he just kind of holds his position, a little afraid, and be like, why do you think it's safe?
Batman.
She
What do you do?
kind of has a hand out towards the bear and the wolf and says, Batman, come here.
Batman runs up to you.
Picks up the bear.
Okay. The tree, as you're looking at it, looks almost sort of ethereal, mystical. You see sort of like the overlay of a second tree on top of it, shifting in and out of it, almost as if like the tree had cast mirror image. You do not see any of this. You just see a tree and a fucking bear and wolf.
Yeah, he's mostly focused on the bear wolf.
And this ethereal image over the tree pulses a bit and it sort of draws you in.
Come on, brother. I think this is a door.
What? What? What is? It's okay, puppy. Stay away.
They might not trust you, but they will not hurt you. I won't let them.
Oh, okay.
Steps a little forward.
What? Where is this door that you speak of?
You can't see it.
He looks around. Nope. Can you
Neither
point me?
Neither of you see a door.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
she says door, but what she's thinking of is when we saw the aurora.
Show me. And he'll kind of link minds.
Okay.
Okay. I have a new game to play for this image thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, roll a d20 and I'm going to see how
Okay.
well you communicate your mental image to him.
Oh.
Now she gets to roll.
Okay.
And add your intelligence modifier. I have no idea what that is. So.
10.
Okay, so just what your straight roll then. So what?
9.
9? Okay. Explain to him the half correct image that you sent to him.
So there is kind of like that double image, but when she projects it to you, it's like gold sparkles are just like spewing out of the doorway, and like everything's like glitter line, and it's like almost pearly gate-esque, and it's like, you know, every mystical, welcoming you could ever imagine.
I don't see it.
Alright, what do you do, Robin?
Gonna try to walk up to it.
Okay, you walk up to it, then what? Put your hand on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see as Robin's body convulses once, and she looks up, and her eyes roll up into her head. Robin, on your end, you feel yourself sink into the tree, and you feel the tree trying to communicate to you and show you something.
Mm-hmm.
You go flying up into the sky, through the air. You see the forest disappear, your neighborhood disappear, everything just shrink beneath you as you go flying up through the clouds. And you look up, and you see a second world above you, similar to what Byron projected to you guys before. A whole second world, only you have a better perspective of it as you fly out into space to view this. You see two planets slowly colliding together, and you see one becomes solid while the other one fades out, and then the other one becomes solid while the first one fades out, and you see this ethereal sort of mirror image sort of projection like you saw on the tree on both of these two worlds, and you see these little offshoots of energy flying in between them. And every once in a while, two of them connect, and when they connect, you see this jolt of energy and what looks to be an aurora appear between them. They're slowly coming together, and now you get the sense that you're looking at something that might happen in the future. And you watch as both of them collide together, and there's a massive explosion. And you see everything die. You see the trees die, the animals die, the people die, the city get destroyed. Both worlds are destroyed as they collide together. And then everything goes back to normal. The tree does not look ethereal anymore. There's just a nice breeze, and the bear and wolf both begin to slowly walk away. All you see is her convulse once, her eyes roll up into her head for like a second, and then she flops back to normal.
Are you alright? Is that a hiccup?
Yeah. A hiccup.
Careful, the bear's leaving.
It poops.
And remember, don't step in bear shit. I can't I can't describe it. I'll tell you in a little while. I just need to process this.
Okay,
I need to go home.
are we done here? Okay, good. Let's get out of here. I'm kind of don't like that wolf.
And that is where we will end the session. All right. So, Robin, thoughts on the session?
The fuck?
Anything that stood out during the session in particular to you?
Well, ethereal trees might do that to you.
Okay.
I mean, that was a great description of the tree communicating and showing her the, like the world's actually like reaching out and like, so this is gonna happen, and we need people to help stop it. So once she takes that in, they're gonna have an interesting conversation.
Clearly.
Layla, anything stand out? Any favorite parts, least favorite parts, anything like that?
Dad telling the police off.
That was right. That was great.
I need to watch that.
Dad is alpha male.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think I'm gonna have Layla end up telling her dad everything.
Okay. That'll be very interesting.
Yeah.
Double solo session? What?
Next session.
Well, she's got one coming up too as well, so.
This is news to me.
You two are the last two that need to have a solo session.
I thought that was only when we couldn't be here for reasons.
It's also for when there's
Major things.
there's pertinent story elements to the character to where it will help progress the story better if I can focus on the individual player.
Fair.
How about you, Nadia? Anything that stood out? Anything you really liked? Disliked? Comments? Thoughts?
I enjoyed how at the scene of the whole incident, how all of us seemed to have some sort of coordination of some sort of getting out of it to some extent. No, like seriously. Like, you had a foolproof story to some extent. I was able to get away scotch-free. You guys were able to get out of there.
That's
Not
crazy.
without
That
little
was
girl turning
crazy.
into cats.
Hey, you know what?
That could have turned out
Let them.
10 times worse. So to me, that was impressive. How
right.
none of us got into some serious, like, bullshit. Like, we got out of there roughly easy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it wasn't
At the
perfect,
last second,
but that could have been
yeah.
10 times worse.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was impressive.
Oh.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it
Holy
was
crap,
grounded.
your guys' mom is, like, fucking crazy.
That stood out to me, too.
Your
Yeah.
dad is,
And
like,
she's not talking to her mom
balling.
for a while.
I know, I kind of wanted to ask her, I was like, okay, has she freaked out like this in the past? Is this more of like a common reaction, or was this like an over-the-top reaction?
Honestly, that is a good question.
Because if it's happened before, then I could be like, okay, you know, that makes kind of sense and stuff
My
like that.
thought would be that this is over the top, but not like extreme over the top. Like, you've seen her get really pissed off before, but this is more pissed off than usual.
Okay.
So it probably wouldn't be the first time that she
know,
would
but
have
I
grabbed
wanna
one of you
go
by the hair or the ear or something like that. She, from what I may not have conveyed it well, but she did not intentionally send Robin flying across a room.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That was the result of the one.
Oh no. And I knew that it was your daughter is now bleeding from the nose, and you are a registered nurse, and you don't give a shit.
Well, she wasn't. You weren't bleeding from the nose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You went flying and fumbling across the room and banged yourself against Trevor's desk. And then one of you said, like, she's probably bleeding from the nose again. But I did not say that. And in my opinion, you just fumbled and hit something.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, she's pretty pissed because this is somewhere around like the third time that she's been like stopped like going out and doing weird shit. Like first you went to the park where all the police were, and then you come back at like 10 p.m. saying like you went to the park where the police were. It's like 15 minutes away, and then you change the story that actually you were at the lake, and then like she's pretty stressed at work. She's been covering a ton of shifts for Regina.
She has.
And
Regina ain't coming back, guys.
She's had very, very little sleep, and she is. Man, if we had like a second storyline of your mother's story, which you guys haven't really been following super closely, her life hasn't been particularly special this week either.
She doesn't talk to her.
Right.
I don't have
That's
any
good,
other
man.
comments, but did you have anything to add for this session?
No, I was amazed that we all got out of that the highway incident as well as we did.
I think there are two saving things for you guys, highway, like the two most saving things.
The police knocking himself out.
One
Right,
was
and the bad dash
the
camera.
police officer trying to run after. Okay, actually, the knocking himself out, that's over the top. Helped you guys, honestly. Okay, so I gave him 2d6 falling damage, and he got 12. I was like,
Really?
really?
Now's the moment you want to roll max damage dice. Okay.
Well, I mean,
the police, I guess.
Well, no, I mean, I've had some pretty high random dice rolls. Like, there was the fight where, against the Lions, where Henry got 2 nat 20s.
Yeah.
Right.
That was much higher than expected. There's also the Jordan guy who got away from the police, even though he had a -1 in dexterity. That one was a little weird, and then this one was also pretty lucky. But no, I would say that and the dash cam, because I rolled to decide how much information the dash cam would have, and I got a 2.
I also want to think that me being not there and down below and then working my way up kind of gave me an advantage to get out of there too.
That's true. It's definitely true.
Because they didn't know that I was associated at all, just that my bike was
Stolen.
Well, even
Also-
then, yeah, sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, I have DM advice for the players in sticky situations. I would say that in general, you guys sometimes suffer from analysis paralysis, where you spend too much time standing there arguing about what you're going to do instead of doing something.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I'm just
True,
trying to
true.
get into the character of Layla.
I think you did a good job. You didn't. I think that you would have been better off in general running, but I think that you're right that Layla probably would have done what you did. So I think you roleplayed that well.
Layla would not have ran at all, I don't think.
Yeah.
And for over-analysis, I think Trevor would over-analyze.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Robin be like,
Let's
go!
All right. Any questions for the DM at all?
What were the two saving things? Oh, the dash cam and
The dash cam,
police.
and I was going to say him deciding to run after Trevor instead of...
So wait, now is
Claudia.
it Wednesday in game?
Yes, it would now be Wednesday in game, and tomorrow in the game will be Thanksgiving.
Dad should be getting back today. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And that meeting's going to be happening.
I don't
After.
think.
It's on Friday.
I know.
I don't think we should tell Mom like we were discussing.
Can you hold on to this?
Right.
Oh yeah, you can do that. And what did you guys think about the guy in the wolves?
Oh my god.
Holy
You mentioned
noon.
my
Like
first thought was
imagine
that video from Boston because
Okay.
of the flame sword or whatever that we saw on the
When you said
camera.
cigar, I went to McCree.
I was like, holy
Didn't have a
shit!
cowboy hat.
I know, but
I'm like, what the fuck did Jason do? That's where my brain went. I'm like, oh god, there's an assassin! Who knows if that's actually true or not, but...
Oh, no, I'm like, arch enemy. Yes.
Oh my god, what if it's
Gonna
those,
kill
like,
that guy.
terrorist
Just
guys?
kill it.
What do
It's
you
a member
What do
of
you
Gun
think was
Rogue.
happening with the
have no clue.
with Batman and the wolves and stuff? Like, in your head, because I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong,
Yeah.
but I'm curious what anybody thinks like was happening, why there were
So
wolves
cool.
there, what was going on.
I think that particular individual has something to do with what's happening, and he must have either the ability to stop it, or he's causing it, and ending his life would help prevent it.
Okay, good thought.
And Mother Nature, and I mean, as cruel of a bitch as she can be, is like, oh heck no, and is reaching out and basically calling to arms.
Okay. Good thought.
We all felt like a sick, uneasy feeling in our
Yeah.
stomachs right
Yes,
before the
right
earthquake.
before the earthquake. Yep.
Yeah,
all
that
of
was
you.
all fucking weird too.
All of you felt like lightheaded for a second right
Like,
before the earthquake.
Whoop,
Yeah.
for Layla at least being thrown out of bed.
That sucks. That's a bad way to wake up.